Unmute yourself, G.
Boy, I'm glad you caught it because I would have been up here running my fucking mouth, not
Man,
saying
listen,
nothing.
I done jumped off the porch so many times, man. I done went for 10 minutes, man.
Whew.
Now, muted like a motherfucker.
Man, how you feeling tonight, bro?
Hey, man, good, bro. Good, man. Good to be back
Yeah.
up in the joint doing that thing again, bro. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
oh, yeah, man. We always say, man, it's long overdue, man. And then times like these, messages from us in particular is always necessary, man. So I appreciate you for agreeing to do it, man. We had a long chop up earlier. Um, and like we always say, man, normally when we have conversations over the phone, man, that shit could be an entire stream, man, and it'll be fire. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man. That thing was so lit, man. I mean, this was gonna happen. Listen, bro, we were trying to decide between today and tomorrow, man. And once we got through chopping it up, man, it was like, hey, look, bro, this thing got to go down tonight, man.
Man, exactly, man. How you doing though, man? You feeling all right?
Hey, look, man, hey, above water, man. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing is, we chopped it up, man. You ran to the gym. I normally go to the gym at 10 o'clock at night. But I was like, well, hell, we going to be on. I said, hell, I might well go now. So I was right behind you, man. Went on, put on my shit and went on to the gym, dog.
Yeah, man. Because when we got off the phone, man, I had set outside for maybe 5 minutes, and so I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna go on up in there, man, because I had so much going on this morning. Because I like to go at night too, man. Like
Right.
when I was out there in Cali, man, midnight is the prime time, dog. So.
Yeah, that's real. That's real, man.
Yeah, man. So anyway, man, we ain't gonna. I know we ain't gonna be too long winded, but it was a few things that I wanted to discuss before we actually got into the meat of tonight's entertainment. I say because it's
All right,
been a minute.
yeah. Shit, let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it. Shout
Oh,
out to the Alphasphere, man. The all the grown men in the joint, man. Men first, alphas up, betas down, man. We in here, man. I know y'all been looking for it, man. So here it is.
yeah, man. So first thing I was gonna touch on, man, because you know, I like to always say, man, I'm not, anti-relationship. I'm not anti-marriage to a certain degree. When it's done the right way. There's enough. We live in the information age, man. So information is out there. Enough information is out there for guys to protect themselves from the pitfalls of relationships, of marriages. Um, I touch on that because there's always these things that you have to deal with if you decide to be in a relationship or if you decide to be in a marriage. And one of the things that I wanted to touch on was the celebrity worship. And the reason I talk about that because Usher was out here in Houston, I think maybe two weeks ago. And at that concert, he didn't target, single women. He made it known that he wanted to feed his little grocery store cherries to women who were in relationships. And he put it under the guise of saying that I'm going to make it easy for you guys tonight. Basically saying that when you go home tonight, your woman is going to be giving you that box and thinking about me feeding her these motherfucking cherries. Now, for me, you can go, if you decide to go and have another man feeding your cherries, it's all good. He can feed them, you can cap your head back, but understand this. I am going to teabag your motherfucking ass that night, and I am going to drag my nuts across your face like a dog scratching his ass on the floor.
Real talk, bro. Real talk.
Man, so
Because here's the thing, man. We were talking earlier, man, about, me. I was telling G earlier, man, I trust every woman that I've ever been with. I trust the women in my life now. I trust them to be exactly what their ass is, period. And so once a woman shows you what she is, you would be a fool to interact with her in any other kind of way except that. If you're going to let us put cherries in your mouth, I got a whole bunch of things I'm going to try to put in your mouth, and we're going to see how many of them you cool with. Because at that point, when you show me that you don't respect yourself, how in the hell you expect me to do anything but offer you disrespect on top of that? It's real simple, man.
Mm-hmm. And this is why I say, man, we in the information age. The information is out there. When you decide to put yourself in a compromising position, whether it's a marriage or a relationship with a woman, listen, bro, that shit is your fault. I know a lot of y'all don't may not want to hear this shit, but it's just the truth. When we talk about accountability, dog, men are held to a higher standard. Men are held accountable for every action that they make in their lives, man. Regardless of what it is, whether it's the family court system, child support, divorce court, whatever, dog, everything that you go through can be traced back to a decision that you made. You know? So why put yourself in a compromised position? I'm to the point now, I'm going to be honest. I don't see no reasoning for having a marriage or any of that thing or any of that type of shit unless you're creating a family. Unless you want to have a family dynamic, there's really no need for it, bro. If you out this bitch getting to the bag, dog, I've mentioned this before. When you are honed in on your craft, if you're honed in on your vision, your purpose, your divine purpose that God has given you for your life, dealing with women is a distraction. And most women, if they're a real woman, they're going to understand that. So they're going to minimize the distractions that they give, whether bringing drama into your life, being unruly, disrespectful, being a renegade ass broad. They're going to minimize that shit. They're going to be real, what you call shut upness. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're going to give it to you, brother. And here's the thing, man. She's going to give it because you require it. The problem is most men don't have any requirements, so they want, bro, listen, I'm not even taking you serious if you want to even go to an Usher concert. Like my standard for taking you serious is so high that I'm just gonna be honest with you, brother. I just don't think, especially in this country, that I'm gonna meet a woman that's even worth taking serious. So I don't even pursue it like that. I don't even consider it. It never crosses my mind. Even when I meet one that's playing the role, hey, look, man, I can sit down and watch your ass act. Even the great Denzel Washington can only act 2 hours. So, but you ain't gonna be able to keep up that act for so long. And then I'm gonna see who you truly are. But in the meantime, I'm expecting you to be who. It's to the point now, G, and men in the chat, where you just have to expect every woman you meet to be like every other woman you've met. So you start judging them by things like where they are in their career, where they are financially, what can they contribute to your life, what are they willing to contribute to your life. You got to start looking at it, man, like a P. You got to start applying principles to dealing with these women because they're applying the whole principles to the way they live their life.
Exactly. Exactly. And man, I'm always transparent with everyone, man. And I'll be honest. The reason that I'm not where I need to be in life is my own fault. I was married, dog. I've done the relationship thing, man. And every time I think about it and I realize, how things turned out, I realize on the back end that it was a complete waste of time. It didn't work out. It didn't contribute to anything to my success. I really didn't gain anything from being in that situation, man. And so this is why I want guys to understand. Listen, man, you made me some beautiful women. Women are very resourceful, no doubt about it. But I think it's to the point, like, guys have found out that, a lot of the things that you really desire out of life, man, you can have those things on your own. And the cat's out of the bag. Women don't want a man that other women don't want, no way. You'll realize that you get a lot more by doing less. When you up this bitch being chivalrous, buying flowers, buying candy, doing all this other stuff, it's a motherfucker that's been knocking the dollar store panties off her ass that didn't do none of that. Most of the time, you're not a first choice, no way. You know what I'm saying? And you still dealing with second place. It's unfortunate, man, but it's true, bro.
Yeah, and G, the thing is, man, what guys don't understand, and I talk about this, and guys be like, man, you ain't gonna find no virgin. Okay, well, you ain't gonna find no wife. Like, what's the big deal? If you gotta, if that's who's supposed to be your wife, if you don't, man, you act like you just gotta be married to a broad. You act like you gotta have some broad up under you, man. Let me tell you something, man. Having a woman up under you, man, there's so many obligations that come with that shit, man. You're going to lose half of everything, not when you divorce the broad. You're gonna lose half of everything that you could have the moment that you marry her ass, because there's things you could be doing with that time you got to give her. Man, women take maintenance, emotional maintenance, physical maintenance, spiritual maintenance. That shit takes a while, man. When you think about how long it take you, let's say if you let yourself go, how long it take you to get back in shape? Well, multiply that by 10. That's how much time she needs you to make her feel like she's beautiful. Man, nobody got time for that shit, bro. There's things that you could do in life, man, and the only woman that's going to fit into my life, dog, she got to give me 100% shut upness and obedience. The first sign of disrespect, she is not an option for anything other than getting her back broken. And that's it, bro. Ain't nothing else, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man, if it ain't about, me trying to skeet somewhere on her body, man, then shit, man, I ain't got nothing to do with these bras, man. What I'm going to do that for, bro?
Well, I had wrote something on my little clipboard right here. This is my little prop. Okay. And I'm not going to read off of it, but I want you to understand something. A woman's superpower is her femininity. A man's superpower is his masculinity. So where am I going with this? Think about this shit. Tom Brady, Jeff Bezos. This is something we talked about earlier. Some of the most, iconic people, men that ever walked this planet. What did they woman do? You know what I'm saying? What did their relationship end up turning out to be? Tom Brady, old lady, the greatest quarterback of all time, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, has just got impregnated in her 40s by her trainer. You understand what I'm saying? That shit is a feeling. Oh, and women are whimsical with their goddamn feelings. The way they feel today won't be the same way they feel tomorrow. The woman you marry won't be the same woman you divorce. They all over the place with that shit, man. And so you got to understand which I like to call stuff confidence. I got that from you, by the way. I give you your just due. Guys figure, if I get enough money, if I get the fanciest car, if I get the flies jewelry, I got it all this. Yes, you are going to attract flies. Shit attracts flies. You're going to deal with the wrong type of goddamn woman that ain't going to goddamn contribute shit. Yeah, she might suck you and fuck you. I mean, they all do that. But does she desire you? You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I want you to understand, like, the unfortunate truth is most guys are looking for the love that they receive from their mama. Mama gonna love you regardless, even in the wrong in most cases. But you looking for that type of love in them goddamn women you're dealing with from a whore. You know what I'm saying? And it is impossible. So,
man, you know the reality of it is, man, that these guys are still out here believing that a woman giving you good sex means that she wants to be with you. Bruh, women are motherfucking horny bullfrog toads, bruh. They hornier than a fucking a trumpet section in a orchestra, bruh. So when these guys really just fall for that and believe that, no matter what the woman does or what she says, that moment when he's intimate with her, he believes that represents love because it represents love for his sucker ass. And I'm going to tell you guys, man, love is not something you give a woman. That's not something you give a woman. You only love things that can love you back unconditionally. You know what that is? The Most High. And possibly, depending on what kind of father you are, your children. But I say this. If the right situation happened in their lives, if you got a daughter and she marries a man, at some point that man becomes the authority figure in her life. He should. That's the way it should be set up. Yeah. But when you think about that, you gotta accept it. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's just a true thing. You have to be able to control whatever emotions you share with people. No man should ever be heartbroken. You're heartbroken because you trusted someone 100% with your emotions. Man, listen, bro, I say this all the time. I take care of my sons out of responsibility, out of duty. Not because I'm fucking in love with them or no shit like that. I do it because it's my responsibility. When they look at me, I'm the alpha male lion in their pride who they expect to take down the buffalo so we all can eat. But when they get to a certain point where they become men, it transitions from what they thought I was, and it becomes a mutual respect thing like two men. You have to understand, brothers, that emotionality it's going to, anything you've ever done that put you in a hole when it comes to dealing with people, it was because you function in an emotional way. Man, it's not a bad thing to not be emotional. Deal with people from your brain and from your spirit, and that way you never end up giving them shit that they don't deserve, like y'all be doing these women, man.
Listen, bruh, that's church. Because, I mean, my thing is, what I implemented with my sons, man, was more or less Marcus Aurelius, learning how the Stoic philosophies of life, you know what I'm saying, being grounded and rooted in emotional discipline. So many guys make the worst mistakes of their lives because they're not emotionally disciplined. They're emotionally driven. You understand what I'm saying? And society's pressures them into dealing with things that will hinder their growth, that will hinder their life, like relationships. I am a starch advocate of saying, listen, bro, don't even entertain the notion of being in relationships or even starting a family until you after you're 30 years old. Experience life a little bit, man. Understand what it takes to be a man, what being a man is truly all about. You mentioned honor, integrity, you know what I'm saying? The responsibility. Those are masculine traits. When you mention that shit to a goddamn woman, that shit like falls on deaf ears. They don't even know that, like, they tune you out after you even mention those things. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when it comes to interacting with a man, they feel the need. They like, okay, well, this nigga did a number on me. This nigga, the men they deal with that don't actually apply these things to their lives, they end up regretting it later on. It's weird to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, you know what I think it is, G? I think it's truly that when a woman enters a situation, for some strange reason, she believes that she has control. And even the man who is a simp for a woman, she don't have control. He is willingly allowing himself to be done that way. It's not because she's strong or smart or wise or, now, if you dealing with one of them witchy bitches, then yeah, they'll put some shit on you, man. You won't be able to forget about the brow. But outside of that, man, that's why they have to do that in order to keep a man attached to him, because they have no power. A woman has no power in the situation except the power you give her. So when a woman says she's a high value woman, I say, well, you can't be a high value woman unless a man puts you in his life in a way where he wants to be responsible for you. No single woman is high value. You can't be high value. So I suggest if you're a single woman, you need to stay at home with your goddamn daddy. That's what you need to do. You don't need to be out there by yourself, because your value is being his daughter until you become a man's husband. That's just a man's wife. Until a man becomes your husband, that's the transition. That's the way God always meant for it to be, because a single woman in her fucking 40s, dog, is one of the most toxic creatures that you will ever come across. And the more beautiful she is, the more toxic she is. Man, you were talking about this earlier, how, man, they'll look good for their age. But in her mind, looking good for her age means that at 45, she still look 25. And so she tried to interact with you like that with all the emotional baggage. And a beautiful woman there are very few beautiful women in their 40s that don't have at least one child. Somebody done shot them over in the club up if she bad like that. And they can't wrap their mind around the concept that they should be blessed to even deal with you. But I'm going to tell you what it is, G. Even the best of us, because a woman is fine, the finer she is, the more likely we are to eliminate all the other standards that we have for women. And that continues the cycle of her believing that she's better than she is, because she know deep down inside at 45, no matter how bad she is, she don't deserve to be fucking the same nigga she was when she was 25 and bad. Unless she breaking bread now.
Yeah, there you go. I was like, yeah, that's why I said, but listen, and another thing is too, bruh. Like, dudes out here fuel that shit, man. They fuel that engine. They fuel that ego. You understand what I'm saying? And for the most part, dog, women don't care about what men want. It really equates to what women put value on. Let me explain. When a woman gets, if she go get a fake ass, she go get a BBL, she know that most men, she don't even care that most men say they prefer a natural woman. They do that shit as a status symbol for another female. When they throw on the clown makeup and all this other stuff, It's not for you, for dudes. It's not to peacock for other dudes. It's a status symbol. She got on the best Maybelline. She got the best BBL. What's crazy to me is they act like they in the gym and got this shit naturally. That is something that fuels the delusion that most guys fall for. Because the honest truth, man, and I know guys hate when I do this shit, man, but it's just the truth. You niggas will simp for a fat ass and a wet vag. You niggas will have a rotation of three, well, I say, 3 to 4 women. That's 5, 6s, 7s, and you meet a 10, and you will goddamn just cut off all the motherfuckers that's contributing to the process of your progress, as B say, and just to deal with this one motherfucker, and she gonna run circles around you. The thing, at the end of the day, man, it always falls back to you. What is important to you? This whole high value argument, man. Like, guys, it sounds like, we talked about it earlier, man. The shit sounds robotic to me. When niggas talking about value, high value, I'm over 6 foot. I make over $100,000 a year. That's some shit that a bitch say. Where's your spirituality? What is your relationship with the Most High? You understand what I'm saying? Where is your confidence? I always hear about high value, but I never hear the word confidence come out of any of you niggas' mouth. And that is troubling, dog. Like, straight up, man. When it comes to women, dog, for many of us that's been out here, man, that's been in the field, we know what the game entails, man. We know how women work, and we don't even concern ourselves with that. Most of us, I'm gonna tell you what a high value man don't do. He don't give a fuck about what Lisa Ray said. You know what I'm saying? Like when Lisa Ray said, I gotta deal with a rich nigga, whatever. If you discuss it, or if you look at it, and if you talk about it, you talk about it as a teachable moment of what old bitches go, how they behave. You understand what I'm saying? The things that you should steer clear from. I seen so many niggas getting so upset, dog. Like going stupid on the internet, man. These podcasts, I'm talking about, man, 3, 4, 5 hour live streams talking about Lisa Ray, man. This woman don't even know you exist. A nigga that's about his business, that's taking care of his business, don't give a damn about what none of these bras say for real. You understand me? And that's just the truth.
Man, you know what? I was thinking about that myself, G. And I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I truly look at men who have this angst toward women for whatever reason. And when a woman can say something, you think about a strange woman that you don't know can say something to upset you. I know the women in your life, man, are running your ass ragged because they got access to you every day, and they can literally push your emotional buttons every day. Bro, let me tell you something, man. There is absolutely nothing a woman can do to make me angry. Now, if a woman burn my dick, she'll make me angry. But you know what? She ain't gonna do that. You know what? Because I'm gonna wrap it up. You understand me? Well, everything gonna fall back to me making the decision. I can't blame her if she got the hot box and I run up in that thing, man. And don't wrap up nothing. That's on me. These guys, man, when they get angry about what a woman says, man, it just goes to show me how many simps there are, how many beta males there are, how many effeminate men there are who get catty because a woman says something. Man, that back and forth, she go, the bitch, man, come on, bruh. How does that even move you? I don't get it, bro. And that's the very reason why the woman you taking care of, paying all her bills, doing all that, that's why there's a nigga, man, coming through, man, knocking her jaw loose, nigga. What? And you wonder why she don't talk to you for a couple of days, because her jaws hurt. She got to rest her jaws, homie. And you sitting around here still talking about, well, just let me know, when you feel better. You taking the bitch soup over to her house. And, bro, I done seen these dudes do some crazy shit, bro. And I'm like, man, dog, it can't be that hard to get the information, bro. And then when I look around, I say, you know what? It is, bro. Because right now, on this night, at this particular time right here, Friday the 13th, baby, and we ain't talking about no Jason and Freddie, boy, but that's what this shit is, boy. This a scary thing we talking about. And I bet you can't go nowhere else on this motherfucking internet and find this being talked about right now like this.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Book, if you don't mind, man, I'm gonna touch on the super chats right quick, man, before they fall behind, bro.
All right, bet.
Yeah. Hey, listen, SJ just contributed $50.
Salute,
SJ,
SJ.
salute Twin Towers, Alpha Business BOA, hashtag GMB for sure, man. Hey, man, SJ, my dog, man. Like
Real
for
talk,
sure,
man.
man.
Real
SJ,
talk.
A1 day one, man. He been with both of us for years at this point now, man. Hey,
Consistently, man.
man, that he is. You are tonight's sponsor, SJ. He called himself Harlem World Breaker. He always gonna be SJ motherfucking 3 to me.
He know it, man. That's why he put it on there, man. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying? He know to the OGs, man, he gonna always be SJ, man.
Hell yeah, for sure, man. All right, we have Great February, man, with the $10 sponsorship. He said Travis is hyper hypnotized by the box, by the cat, right now. Might be the first bad bitch he ever had. She's getting ready to do him dirty. Godfrey was only trying to give him the game. Shaking my head. Yeah, we all are.
That's it, man.
Go ahead. Go
We
ahead.
all trying to come to the rescue of this young man, man, with such a promising future, man. He a good kid, dog. He come from a background, not the very best background, man. Prime took him under his wing, man. The boy, he arguably, man, the best player in college football right now. Arguably going first in the draft, and he a 4.0 student, bro. That's a good kid right there, man. He's just square. Like Travis Hunter is the definition of square. Prime boys, I mean. I doubt if one of them gonna get caught up. They already saw how they mama did. They daddy.
Oh,
They
yeah.
good. And he talking. Look, man, I saw a clip, man, where they was on the field together. They tried to get them together. Prime took the fuck off.
Man, hey, man, you seen that shit? Man, like he was running a route out that bitch, dog. Like he cut out that bitch so goddamn fast. But what people fail to realize, like I seen a lot of women talking about that, being a co-parent and this and this and this. Man, fuck that, dog. Nobody remembers how she was really trying to ruin Deion Sanders, dog. She tried to ruin this man's career, his reputation. Like, man, it said everything under the sun, dog. In a time like this right now, they'll probably be trying to put Deion on trial, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and listen. And what's crazy is the fact that a lot of them try to keep the man last name after he's done all these things, all these terrible things. You still use this man's name for clout and recognition and notoriety. Why? Because it's a dollar sign. It's all a hustle. If Travis Hunter marries this broad, dog, she would use his name for a lifetime to secure the bag. Don't do it, bruh. The woman admitted, like, we gonna get into it. I'm gonna finish the super chat. My bad.
Right,
My bad.
right.
I gotta digress. MPI, man. MPI out here in H-Town, man. I gotta link up with my dog before you go, man. Salute GMB, Dr. BOA, and everyone in the chat. Hashtag men first. Hashtag alphas up, betas down, man. We appreciate the $5 sponsorship, my brother. MPI again. MPI, man. Hey, man, MPI be doing big things on the ground, though.
Yeah.
Like he one of those that's not huge on YouTube, but huge on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like he bigger than both of us. Yeah. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? MPI again with the $5 super sticker, man. I appreciate you, my brother. We got to link up. Okay, here we go. We got Mookie. What's up, Mook? GMB and BOA. Hashtag men first. Hashtag alphas up, betas down. Boy, hey man, that shit is a staple, man.
Ain't it though, what? Ain't man.
All right, we got Wesley in the building. Wesley with the $20 sponsorship. He said, you could be anywhere in the world, but we in the alphas atmosphere. Preach. Salute to you, my brother. Absolutely,
Salute,
man.
Salute.
Absolutely,
Real
man.
talk.
So we ain't gonna hold anybody else too long, man. I'll let you lead off and give us tonight's entertainment of exactly, because we touched on it just a minute ago, but giving a deep dive into exactly what's going on, man.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This kid Travis Hunter, man, and I didn't even know anything about him being engaged. And man, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I ain't doing content or sourcing content, I'm not online, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. So they sent it to me, man, and I saw where something happened in the game, man. He had just had a huge game, man. A couple of touchdowns. I think he had 3 touchdowns, an interception, all kind of shit, man. And He went up to grab the girl, man, and she was pulling away from him and turning her head and all that, man. And some shit they were talking about, man. And he stopped pointing up to the stand. So later on, he said that she got mad because he was looking at cheerleaders. Like, bro, but bro, I just found out today, this broad is a stripper from Atlanta, dog. She ain't worth nothing. I'm talking about worth nothing. And bro, he fighting people for her, man. He like, man, leave me alone, dog. I love my woman, man. I'm gonna marry her. Like she gonna, he already got plans for a dog. I know what it is, man. They just that little kid, first time falling in love, dog. He in love with this chick, and you know what it is. He square, come from the environment. I'm gonna be honest with you. We ain't judging nobody looks and nothing like that, man. But you could just tell with his personality, on top of the fact he ain't really swagged up, and then when you put him next to Prime Boy, you could tell Prime Boy grew up in the house with Prime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so, man, with the first piece of little hot box he got, man, from this little Italian chick, and he probably was a kid. You know how if you ain't that dude, black girls don't treat you good when in the hood, man. They don't treat you like shit in the hood, and so you end up dealing with who deal with you. Man, she got a one, dog. She got a one, man, and he gonna go through with this shit, dog. Can't nobody stop him.
Man, I mean, listen, bro. You a lick. Nothing more. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I want, listen, this is something that I don't understand, man. Even with, like, Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? When you put a microphone in front of the woman's face when she's got comfortable, when she knows she got you, she's gonna show you exactly how she really feels about you. Okay, I know many of y'all don't remember what Matthew Stafford, when his woman, they was doing when she was on the podcast, and she was talking about how she was dating other guys and she dated the other quarterback to make him jealous and all this other shit to reel his stupid ass in. And you'll notice when their career starts to wind down, once they start getting older and they're not going to be in the limelight anymore, these women start opening their mouths a lot more. Even Savannah James, LeBron's old lady, she's opening her mouth a lot more. We didn't know Savannah James could even speak for 20 goddamn years, and now she opening her goddamn mouth. But I digress. I'm not even going to go into that. When it comes down to Travis, a lot of these young guys, look at Bryce Young. Bryce Young was playing quarterback, first number overall pick. He was playing like shit, and we found out why. Because the chick that he was walking down the tunnel with, that he was so-called in love with, the IG thotty, in the middle of the season, this is how you know motherfuckers don't give a fuck. In the middle of the season, she shows up to a basketball game with the guy from the 76ers.
Tyrese Maxey, that's who it was.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know nothing about it. This is what I be trying to tell guys. This is what not honing in on your purpose can bring to you. Listen, man, you can be a goddamn warrior on the field, the baddest motherfucker on the field, but be a fucking beta male, simp mangina. What was the medical term? You gave it a medical term earlier. What was
it? Man, you got that beta male simp manginitis, man.
When it comes to women, that is the truth.
Boy.
Man, how many old OGs, man, we know that were bosses on their job, in their career field. Come home, get a whole check, the old lady. Meanwhile, goddamn, she might be smashing the lawn boy, the pool boy. You notice in a lot of these rich niggas shit, these rich motherfuckers, they get fucked over the worst. You know what I'm saying? Because, go ahead.
Go ahead, G.
No, because, I mean, like you said, man, it's self-confidence. You reach a level of financial stability, dog, because even Travis is making the bag, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because they paying the college guys now, man. She only there for the bag. Blow out that knee. Blow out that D. Blow out that ACL. Get to a point where you can't play anymore. And see, and we all can see it. That's the sad part about it. We can all see it. I'll argue and say, man, I hate to bring up Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's longevity and his resurgence is based off the fact that I believe Russell know. Once that career over with, it's over with for him too. Because his old lady getting a lot thicker and a lot finer than she ever been.
Oh yeah, man, that little skinny thing, boy, she got weight on her now, boy.
Oh yeah. Spreading like we were talking about that motherfucker. Motherfucker start spreading after a child or two. Like motherfucker be skinny as hell, ain't and made up like a goddamn shoebox. That motherfucker spit out a goddamn baby, man, be thick as a goddamn pot of grits.
Man, listen, super thick. And you know what, bro? I'm gonna tell you what else too, man. I think God delivered him to a situation with a coach that really got a father figure type spirit. When you go play for Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, everybody on the team, daddy. Like that's, if you got your dad at home, Mike Tomlin gonna talk to your dad and say, I'm gonna treat him like he my own. You tell me what you want for him, I'm gonna make sure he get it. And so I think that helped him reel back in where he needed to be because he understand Mike Tomlin is not finna play that shit. You think about it, man. You don't see Russell Wilson making them dumbass video with that woman no more doing none of that, man. Russell Wilson, he at the last phase of his career, dog, and he understands that the mistake he made was believing in the longevity of a situation with a woman who don't like you in the first place. And that's what Travis Hunter is doing right now. He's believing in the longevity of a situation with a woman who doesn't even see him that way. Dog, she don't see you in the short term in a positive way. How in the hell you planning your life with this bro, dog? I hope what don't happen to him, dog. I hope he don't get out here, man. And when she let him down, bro, that he go off the deep end, man. Because a lot of time these kids that don't know any better, man, they get out here, and when that shit happen to them, man, that should be it for them, dog. They can't bounce back from it.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen Peyton Manning's wife?
Yeah, you know what? I think maybe. No, hell no, I ain't never seen that.
Okay. Okay. How often do you see let's see, Josh Allen? Josh Allen is a great player.
Yeah.
How often do you see his wife?
Don't see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like the thing, when you get with a woman who craves the spotlight just as much as you do, it's a telltale sign that you weren't her first choice. She's only there for the bag. She's not there for submissive and shut up business. She doesn't give a damn about you meal prepping or even working out with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They use these last names. Man, Shawnee O'Neal carried Shaquille O'Neal's last name until she couldn't even carry that motherfucker no more.
Yeah. Had to give it up. The next bag giver she called. Like, nah, you got to let that go. You can't do that now.
Yeah, man. And I mean, it's well known. I'm gonna stay out of that. I'm gonna stay out of that shit. But I'm just saying, Kevin Garnett, as soon as he was washed, his NBA career was over, guess what? Taken through the ringer. I understand that a lot of these guys don't have father figures, but it boils back to my point that the information is readily available, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be a fool to even consider marriage or a relationship when you're about to make millions and millions of goddamn dollars, man. Like, especially meeting them in the midst of getting there. Now, I get it if you were childhood sweethearts and in 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade or whatever, you're getting in high school and all that shit. But once you get to college and you are already a celebrity, the star athlete on the team, dog, it's nothing but a money grab. That is foolish. And you're not even the man that you're going to potentially be. You understand what I'm saying? We know most athletes end up broke, especially in professional football. Within 3 years, they broke again. Why the hell you think you see all these NFL players doing podcasts? The money ain't there, man. If you break down their contracts, they really get paid like shit. Some of us make more money than these dudes, man. That's the truth. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't tell them that. And the Bronze don't give a fuck. They don't care nothing about that. They like shit. This the status. It's more or less the status and the potential of financial gains for them long term. These bros get with dudes just to secure a bag long term, even if it's 18 years. They can be broke after 18 years. Then what? Then you end up like 50 Cent baby mama. Get out of here, man.
Man, you know the crazy thing is, man, what these guys don't understand is a woman will let you love her, let you trick off on her, let you pedestalize her, let you prioritize her, let her give her, try to give her the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountain. And the whole time, not even like your ass. A woman cannot like you for 20 years. And that's what guys don't understand, bro. When you get your paper right, man, women are toys, dog. Like they something to play with, not to stay with. Bro, that's just the reality. I tell brothers all the time, man, if you want a wife, you better go somewhere and find you a virgin. You crazy if you're going to do it any other way. No man who has done it any other way has had long-term success unless he like old. Like, shit, I know a couple now, man, shit. He 82, man. She's 77. They've been together for 15 years. But they both money was long. They met doing some shit they both enjoyed. They just want the companionship. They getting old together. That's a totally different ball game. And even her, she didn't have no kids when he met her. You know what I mean? So when you think about it, bro, guys don't have no standard. Man, this chick was, bro, she's a whore. She's a stripper, bro. You know, when you think about it, bro, yes, man, listen. We love these hoes. You know, Outkast said that we love these hoes. But we love them to be that. Like, we love hoes to be hoes. We don't want to wife them up and put them in no position, man. Man, that kid going down a terrible path, man. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. The crazy thing is, he don't even get her best sex, dog. You know what I'm saying? He don't even get her best sex because of a woman. Man, if a woman doesn't submit to you sexually, bro, you are making a terrible mistake taking her as anything other than something to just get in, get off, and get out.
Bro, dog, that is like the reason. That's one of the reasons that I really wanted to do this shit tonight, man. Because I be really want guys to understand that in 95% of the cases, you're not the first fucking choice. If the motherfucker she really desired was to act right, no matter how much money he had or no matter what he was doing, then they could be fresh out of prison. Y'all be talking, I hear guys talk about Pookie and Ray Ray and all this shit. No, this nigga triggers something inside of her that makes her desire everything about him. He doesn't have to goddamn go 50-50 on bills. This nigga don't have to contribute nothing to a bill. He don't have to do nothing because he's the nigga that she really wants. You niggas come in this bitch. I'm going to go even a step further. Motherfuckers go on girls' trips to Jamaica. They even going over there to Ghana now. Fucking day workers, man. This shit is documented. Motherfuckers that make $20 a day breaking their motherfucking back, but then they come over here and ask you simp ass niggas for half on the bills or more than half, pay for everything. Fuck that. And then have the audacity to talk to you crazy. It's your birthday. You ask for a little sloppy topper on your birthday, motherfucker tell you to suck your own dick. Like, get out of here, man. And you wanna sign up for this stupid shit? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. This is why it's important to build yourself into who you really want to become, dog. And let that be the end of it. Every fiber of your being, of you being a goddamn man, is not predicated on a woman being a woman. You could trust a woman to be a woman and behave like a goddamn woman, but that should have nothing to do with who you are and what the makeup of what you're trying to accomplish. It should have anything to do with your vision. I'm serious, man.
That's real talk, G. You know, we were talking earlier, man, about the abundance mindset. The problem is guys who can't control their dick have made the abundance mindset about having. Do you know what kind of mindset you got to be in? You're not the man you think you are if your abundance mindset means you actually have to have other women in order to be a fucking man with this woman. Like, in order for you to take control of this situation, you can only do it if you got other options in women. Bro, I got better shit to do in life. You understand me? I got things that I love to do in life bro, let me tell you something. I would rather go to the gym than have to deal with any piece of shit from a woman to get laid from her, man. To deal with anything. Bro, a woman, you think of the baddest chick you know, man, and just make her bad. Just make her up. You know, use AI to make the baddest bitch in the world. And I'm telling you, bro, if I'm on the lake fishing and the crappie biting, man, that bro can't get me off that water. Everything in my life that brings me joy has brought me more joy than any woman ever has, than all women combined ever have. So when I think about life, bro, I think about joy. I think about my peace. I think about the things that actually please me long term. Once, if I'm with a woman, once I bust, I'm out. I'm like, no, I don't want to cuddle. I don't want to do none of that. I want to be gone. And every now and then, bro, I look at life and I say, man, why is it that men are willing to risk all their valuable shit for a woman? Why are you willing to compromise all the things you work your ass off for? Man, it takes forever to build yourself into the man you want to be and have everything lined up the way you want it. And the struggle and grind never stops, because even when you get to level 10, you're like, oh shit, I'm at level 10. The problem is you can't see level 25 until you get to level 10. So life is constant growth. And man, you're going to meet a woman and say, okay, I'm going to compromise my growth pattern. I'm going to compromise my grind. I'm going to compromise my shine. I'm going to compromise my peace. I'm not compromising nothing for no bro. I can't think of one thing I'm compromising for a woman. Not one.
Man, and Book, just to piggyback off of that shit, this is what I want guys to really hone in on and really understand. You will never lose a woman that's worth the fuck as long as you're chasing your vision. As long as you're going after your purpose in life, dog. You won't. If she has a problem with that, then I mean, it's just like she ain't for you, dog. Straight up, man. A woman don't want you up under her ass 24/7, dog. This is why she feels the need to disrespect you and talk to you and handle you like shit, dog. You're fucking simp. And the more you put a microphone in front of their goddamn face, they tell you this shit. Like,
real talk, bro. Listen, bro, loud and clear too. Not even beating around the bush with that shit, man.
hell, man. Like straight up, dog. Like, man, fuck the dating coach shit, man. I'm not a dating coach. I can't tell you nothing about no game to get no goddamn woman. But I do know one thing that trumps all. Be the man that God designed you to be. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever your vision is for your life, go after that. That should be more important. Man, listen, women are a byproduct of your motherfucking success. And the byproduct of the fact that you being the man that you are supposed to be. You don't have a vision for your damn life. You have a vision of fucking these hoes. And that shit is going to end you down the path of destruction. That shit is worse than doing coke or crack. I'm telling you, man, pussy is one hell of a drug. And it has ruined a many men. Straight up, dog. So when you start focusing on what the broad happiness, a drama queen, man. If you got a solution, this bitch got a problem. You understand what I'm saying? She in the wrong career field, man. She got the wrong influences. Her mama was a harlot. The women she worked with are whores, cheating on their husbands and all this shit. All these influences. You don't know what these influences coming from because you trying to do your goddamn thing. That shit becomes a distraction. You feel me? And so now you looking up and like, God damn, man. You know what happened when fucking Tyrone, oh shit, I'd have hit my mic, my bad. When Tyrone Thunderstorm coming over there laying that lumber to her ass, taking her to the stabbing cabin. The work husband that makes half of what you make. Cause she had been influenced by her homegirls. Oh girl, he is it. This motherfucker up here telling this nigga all your fucking problems in your relationships. Playing the victim. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of this shit is not worth it, man. Like, for real, dog. And old boy gonna learn the hard way.
Man, you know the problem is, G. These guys got to stop acting like sex is a gift that a woman is giving you. She ain't giving you that, bro. We men. And you know what we want to do? We want to dominate a woman physically. We want to knock the socks off her ass. And so we go into the situation with the intention of laying lumber. That's her pleasure. She ain't giving you shit, dog. Let me tell you something, boy. It's better for me to get some good pussy than it is for her to get some good dick. I can tell you that for sure. For sure. Because all a woman got to do, man, to give you some good loving, man, all she got to do is look at you and say, this motherfucker the one. The wall's going to open up for you.
Oh, yeah.
The wall's going to open up for you. Her, she got to meet a masculine man who look at her as some shit that he just get to play with and dominate and roll around with, bro. I look at shit like a lot of guys out here, man, got erectile dysfunction, man. They got premature ejaculation. They get too excited about it. Bruh, I don't even fuck women to bust. That's a byproduct of it. I mean, I may not. It just depends on how I feel. What I do it to dominate and control her ass and show her, bitch, I own you. When you with me, I own you, bro. When a woman with me, she my woman. When she leave, I ain't got no woman. That's just how it is, man. But these guys want to worry about what the broad doing when she ain't around. Bro, when she gone, she doing what women do. And you know what that is? Whatever the fuck they can justify. That's just the reality of it, man.
Boy, that was church. That's some fucking church. And I'm going to tell you something. That's even for you niggas that even married or in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna do what the fuck they want to do, man, regardless. Whether you paying all the bills, whether you're paying 50-50, whether you got them giving her everything she want in life, it's never enough. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I hate to do it. I love women. I love me a little ratchet bitch too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Got a little ratchet in her. I'm gonna tell you something else. Me and you talked about this earlier. I like me a motherfucker with some meat on her motherfucking bones. Between 165, 185, depending on her height, I love it. I love me a healthy ass, thick ass motherfucking bitch. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I like her to have a little edge to her. All this other shit with these white boy standards that motherfuckers put on these bras, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. But at the end of the day, man, when it comes down to the pleasure and you know what benefits me at the end of the day, I'm okay with her doing whatever the fuck she want to do because she gonna do that shit anyway. Sitting up this bitch arguing with a woman, going back and forth, being what would they consider insecure? You know what I'm saying? Questioning the broad. I ain't finna question no bitch about nothing. She gonna treat you how she feel about you, regardless. And what the biggest hiccup is that they always want to, you know, jump in and try to figure out what she got going on, why she ain't giving him the optimal abilities that she's giving other guys. You know what I'm saying?
She don't like your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, look how simple it is, G. Look how simple that shit is, man.
You just ain't that dude, man. Bro, we was talking about this shit earlier, man. Like, niggas be talking about spending money and shit like that, man. When a motherfucker like you, man, she gonna spend bread.
Yes, sir.
She gonna break bread. When she like you, she gonna do the most. She gonna be there on demand. She can't keep herself out of your space. She don't give a fuck if she got 50 niggas in her goddamn inbox. She honing in on you. When she posts something on her story, she ain't don't give a fuck about the 1,000 niggas that's looking. She looking for your ass to see if you looking. The reason she posted the shit was because she wanted you to see her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that real men encounter. But the problem is a lot of guys are too focused on, instead of looking at it like this. Okay, I'm not going to be long with it. Instead of looking at it like she looking for me out of the 100 niggas, 1,000 niggas, you go and look at the story in hopes and leaving a heart or something in hopes that she see you out of the 1,000 niggas. That's the difference. You know, you hoping to be seen instead of her looking for you to be seen. Does that make sense? You see what?
Make a whole hell of a lot of sense, man.
You know?
You know, G, you know the funny thing about dudes, man, in this world, dog, they believe, and this is what Travis Hunter is dealing with right now. He believes he found the one that's not like that. Any man who has ever thought he found the one that's not like that found out he had one that was just like that. That's just the reality of it, man. It never fails. If a woman Man, listen, one of the old adages we've been hearing our whole life. If it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, motherfucker, it's got well feet on it. It's swimming around in the pond out there, man. Guys don't want to accept the fact, man, that they don't want to accept that women got game. That's why I don't use the term game. Women the one got game.
Oh yeah,
Like
for sure.
women got game. Me, I'm just gonna be who the fuck I want to be. And and listen, man, I'm gonna be the man of my dreams and let that bitch get in where she fit. That's just the reality of it. Be the man of your dreams. Man, the man of Travis Hunter dream, man, ain't to be out there, man, with no stripper bra. Man, it just ain't meant to be. But he don't have a dream outside of football. He don't have a dream as a man. He don't have a dream as a father. He don't have a dream as someone establishing generational wealth. He don't have a dream as to how he want people to view him. He don't have a dream about protecting himself from his own foolish ways. He doesn't have that dream. His only dream is football. And so it's easy for a woman to come in and capitalize on a man that don't view himself as anything other than a football player.
Exactly.
Like, listen, that's the same thing about those dudes with money, like you were saying, G. You view yourself as a rich man. So now you're a high value man. Well, that means that we strip the money from you. You ain't shit.
You ain't shit. Exactly. Ooh. You're not going to find this shit nowhere else, man.
At all.
This is just the truth. And the crazy thing about it, like, we've been saying this shit for a long time, man. And like, I noticed that some people are starting to adhere to it. But at the end of the day, man, you could tell like when someone is someone outside of their profession. You understand what I'm saying? You could tell people's life experiences, just the way that they conduct themselves. The young kid, man, he doesn't have anything outside of football, man. And it makes him an easy target to be manipulated, taken advantage of. And what Prime said, I'll make sure you got a real good prenup or something, he said.
Man, he had a stack of books about this high, man. I said, I'm gonna make sure you have a real good prenup. It's gonna be about this thick too.
Oh, yeah.
Cause he understands, dog, but you got to think about it. If Prime was the first father figure he had that cared about him like that, his most developmental years, the years where he's the most easily influenced, his most impressionable years were spent under the tutelage of women.
Man, and you know how, man, listen, man, I used to do the Deion Sanders dance when I was in high school, man. Deion was my favorite player. It was two Sanders. Barry Sanders and Deion Sanders were my favorite players when I played ball in high school, man. I used to even wear the long socks like Deion and everything. Because a nigga used to rap, he would fly, chains, all this shit, man. Like, straight up, man, when you're growing up in the 90s, like, that was the time. It wasn't no social media. You see him on the interviews and stuff, and that's the way he conducted himself. So I ain't even gonna lie, I was a fan of Deion. But now, old school Deion, people was up there, they had a bad, they had a whole lot to say about him when he was at Jackson State, when he brought Brittany Renner over there. Now, people forget, Brittany Renner is from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. He was coaching at Jackson State. You understand what I'm saying? The reason he brought her ass in there to talk to motherfuckers, to the kids, was for them to avoid the pitfalls of what these social media bras can do. Now, granted, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is how you know he's one of the coaches that actually gets it. Because he had it all, he pretty much lost it all because he was dealing with the wrong females, man. Even if the kid had any salt about himself, he would understand that when he said something about the prenup. I'm pretty sure Prime had conversations with the kid, but he's so fucking henpecked and he never had no decent broad that actually desired him. Man, she pull on that head a little bit. She throw that ass just a little bit, man. And she got him. It is sad, bruh. It's sad, man. Like, why does she have to...
I ain't even think about that, man. Like, Prime showed him this. Brittany Renner is a more popular version of her. Already when it got her a young athlete and got popped in and got knocked up by him. Showed him. And, man, he still jumped off the porch and did the exact shit. Bro, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, man. thinking about that, I have a lot less sympathy for this kid because Prime showed them. We all saw it. The woman came in and said, "We gonna get you if you ain't smart about it. Period. We gonna get you. They gonna get you. They looking for you. They know how to get you. They gonna get you. Be wise." He the first one jump. Motherfucker ain't even out of college yet.
Man.
Ain't even made it to the pros and he caught up already.
Got him.
And looking at her, man, I think she knocked up, man. She done got fluffy as hell.
Man, listen, I don't know if you're familiar with this show called From. But everybody talk about it. It's on Amazon Prime. I just watched it in the 3rd season. I like From. But they got a motherfucker on there named Smiley. He was in the 1st season and he just made a return. This motherfucker Smile is like it supersedes his face. Every photo he is with this bitch, that's how he's smiling. That only shows me one thing. Every time I see a nigga that's more invested and more smiley around a bitch, I know for a fact that this bitch is sucking the life out of you. Straight up. She's sucking it. That your smile should never be that goddamn big. That bitch is sucking and fucking you more than you ever been. And just because you in love. You desire her more than she desires you. Is the bitch bad because you're desperate? Or are you desperate because the bitch is bad?
You know I don't think they heard you, G. I don't think they heard you.
No, I'm serious though. Is the bitch bad because you're desperate? Or are you desperate because the bitch is bad? Straight up. What is it?
Hey, man, that's some of the iciest shit y'all gonna ever hear. You
And
know,
the
hey, listen. I want all y'all, man, to put some flames in this goddamn chat right now, man. That is the type of as simple as that is, think about how thought-provoking that is. Is she bad because you desperate? Or are you desperate because she bad? Boy, that shit is profound as fuck right there, boy.
And to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and you talk behind the scenes. Like on some real G shit. She ain't all that. Like, not at all. She okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing spectacular about this bitch at all, my nigga. It's just his confidence is so low and he never dealt with a bitch that, you know, that's decently attractive. You know, that shit just fucks his head up, man. And that happened to a lot of brothers, though. You understand what I'm saying? It does, man. Listen, man. Any bitch that's worth her salt is not going to crave the spotlight. She going to have that shut up in this that you talk about. You're never going to see the bitch. You ain't going to see out that bitch being a renegade out there on the field in front of everybody so the world can see where all the cameras and shit at. So I can imagine how she handle you behind closed doors.
Right.
She basically forcing his hands into this marriage shit. You know, this dumb shit, man. Like, come on, bro. I feel bad for these are the same niggas that's gonna be the next generation. Now, I'll be the first to admit, man, the generation prior to us, many of them niggas were failures. You know what I'm saying? They were controlled by some pussy, and that was just the bottom line. And they gave a lot of piss poor information. Only real men stood up and gave guys like us the game. But now moving forward, man, like I look at a lot of these young guys, man, you know, even we was talking about like with the Instagram thing, dog, following these bras, dog. These hoes don't know you exist, but every picture that she posts with her ass out showing a little cheekage, you niggas up there following the bitch, dog. And that means she leading you. That ass that you don't know nothing about, you don't know if niggas is fucking the dog shit out of it. You following this bitch on social media. Why? If you following, that mean that bitch leading. And that makes you weak. I'm sorry. I know y'all don't like when I say shit like this. You're weak. What are you following these hoes for? To inflate their ego? Nigga, you're nothing but a spoke in the wheel. You used as fuel to inflate this bitch's ego. What is wrong with you niggas? Like, for real, man. Get out this bitch and get about your business, dog. Handle your motherfucking business. Do your goddamn thing, dog. Go after what you are, the dreams and aspirations that you have for yourself. Yeah, you 35. You ain't gonna be no athlete. You ain't gonna be no NFL player. Get you some business by yourself. That don't entail dealing with no motherfucking broads, man. Have something that you enjoy doing. Repetition is the mother of all skill. Have something that you enjoy doing more than anything that don't entails another person. I guarantee you, your life will be far superior than a lot of niggas out here, man. That's game. I digress.
Ultimate game. Ultimate game. Basically, your interaction with the distraction will lead to your dissatisfaction, motherfucker. You gotta focus on the real things that matter in life, bro. Because here's the thing, man. Life ain't waiting on your ass. So every time you get distracted, you think about this, bro. And I was telling G this early, man. You know, when I source content, I may pop some clips from some, or let's say if I'm talking about something, man, that's relevant, I try to get some images that match and all that. Bro, you got to sift through so much shit to get to the images, man. The women post their asses on IG because they know you motherfuckers are going to give them the validation. Bro, we live in a crazy world where a woman used to have to put on her clothes, walk outside with no filters and no shit helping her, and hope that she was attractive enough to get approached. Now, a woman can be in the comfort of her home. She can be in a house that's nasty as shit and be in the one clean spot in front of a phone with good lighting, get her angles right, and you motherfuckers are liking pictures like you just left her crib. And I'm like, bruh, the way the world is set up now, bro, and that's why I tell you, man, you gotta apply pimp principles, because these simps have helped these women apply whole principles, and they lazy whole principles. Man. Real whole principles, they get out there and get that money. These women sit at home, dog. They cut on a camera and they got you motherfuckers subscribing to their OnlyFans, and you do it, bro. It's such a lazy game, and you think as a man, after you build all this shit up for your life, you supposed to blow it on a lazy hoe? Come on, bro. This woman right here, bro, listen, she a lazy hoe. She a stripper that don't want to strip no more. So let me go find me a bag. Let me find me a little joker with a bag. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, the sad thing about it, bro, is the way she looks. Travis Hunter is the only athlete of his stature that she could get. He had to be the one to let this average at best hoe in the game, dog.
I guarantee you, Shador, the quarterback, would have pump and dunk. I guarantee you that fucking shit. Because you know, we was just talking about Bryce Young and Jason Maxey. You know, the broad that fucked over Bryce Young.
Right.
You remember who she was fucking with before that? Shador was knocking her off.
Shador was
knocking her off. And guess what? You don't see no pictures of him with her, not hanging around her, none of that shit. That shit was just hearsay, but people know it. It's well known because he was knocking her ass off. Because Prime, his daddy, was in his fucking ear and told him, "Look here, boy, you out of your fucking mind, man. This a pass around. We don't do that here. You need to be honing in on your." And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Deion Sanders' son, barring injury, is going to be an amazing quarterback. I think that nigga going to be good on the next level.
Star, man.
I'm thinking like Oakland or somebody going to get him, and that motherfucker going to be good. I don't know if it's first.
Throw.
Man, that bitch can throw. That bitch, I mean, he accurate too.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Yeah, you know, he ain't as mobile as what you would think a black quarterback is, but he a passer, man.
He a passer, man.
He's an upgraded, like, he has the arm talent of Jameis, but he's more, you know, he can read defenses better than Jameis. Jameis is a good quarterback. He just carefree with the fucking ball. But if you leave that bitch on the field, that bitch gonna give you 6,000 yards. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gonna do his thing. You gonna look like you finna win, then he gonna throw a pick six, and you gonna fuck around and lose that motherfucker.
Exactly.
But, bro, I look at it, man, and I say this, man. I say, when you think about these guys, man, what somebody's not telling them is the same way a woman's femininity is, you know, that's her superpower. a part of your masculinity is getting to the fucking money in a way where you can sustain the life you want without assistance from anyone else. That's why our sons become men when they start doing their own thing. And we respect them that way because they're doing their own thing. I'm here for you, son. I'll help you. I ain't gonna let you fall off. But damn, I'm proud of you, boy, because you don't need my help. And for this young man to not know the power he has, and I think that's the problem, G. Outside of everything else, he doesn't know the power he has. But he just bought him on my house. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even gonna knock you young kids for buying your mama a house. But if you gotta buy your mama a house, probably because your mama ain't got no man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And if she does, he ain't a motherfucker that's worth shit.
And
so, yeah, go ahead, G.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish.
And so I say this, man, before I hand it over to you. You gotta really listen to the men around you who try to steer you the right way. If you know good and goddamn well, you ain't never had men around you to steer you the right way. Because those men, like for him, when Prime got him, it was crunch time in his life. You missed on so much fucking information that you got to just key into the men that are giving you real shit. Because if not, you'll end up listening to a motherfucker like this little short dude who be talking about he give his wife $250,000. If you get caught up listening to that type of shit, bro, then if you looking at him, comparing yourself to him, what if you ain't got but $2,000? Oh, shit, boy, you're going to be broke for the rest of your life trying to pay these women, dog. You got to understand that being a man means you're in control of your shit. And everything a woman is in control of makes you weaker and less masculine.
I want to say this. This is the difference right here, Book. And I'm going to be honest with you. If my son were playing, just say college ball, just say professional ball, the last thing I would want him to do is buy me a motherfucking house. You understand what I'm saying? Now, he may want to say, Dad, I'm going to just buy you this new truck. You know what I'm saying? You've been driving this. This is the sacrifice that men make. Men ain't so susceptible to take. Look at Barry Sanders. Look at most of the men that were in their sons' lives. Michael Jordan daddy. They never accepted anything. You didn't see them living these these niggas what we talked about before. Everything that you're doing is not for you. And that's a problem. Hitting the gym is not for you. Becoming the best athlete on the field is not for you. It's for someone else. It's for your mama. It's for other people, dog. And that is the wrong way to go about your goddamn life, dog. Because at the end of the day, once you've accomplished those things, you don't have the motivation or the desire to do it anymore. Discipline out trumps motivation. On every fucking level, dog. Like straight up. It got to be something that's in you, inherently in you, that wants it and desire it more than anything on the planet. Not saving your mama. If your mama was a real one, she'd be like, I'm okay, baby. I've been living in this same house for the past 20 years. I raised you in this house. It got a lot of value to me, sentimental value. It's okay. You can make some enhancements if you want to, but guess what? I'm going to still do my thing. Most men, when their son, even though they raise their kids, and especially these step dummies, when you raise these kids and shit, motherfuckers still going to work every day. Even though your stepson or your son is a celebrity athlete making millions of dollars, motherfuckers still going over there to goddamn Williams Warehouse or Folsom Steel Mill going to work every goddamn day. That's the difference between men and women. Men will sacrifice their entire youth, life, everything for their family when they love you. Women are sitting back wanting to receive the benefits. She go get goddamn RN license. She go get real estate license. She do all that shit for the show. It's not to increase the lifestyle of the people around them. Men go after things to make everyone around them's lives inherently better. Women do it for themselves. I digress.
Real talk, man. And young Buck, man, he just bought his mama a 5-bedroom house, man. Just bought his mama a new house. Why his mama ain't in his ear? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she's the greatest influence on him. But, here's the thing that I want men to understand, bro. And this is just what it is. When it all boils down, women stick together. when it all boils down, it's easy for a woman to twist her outlook and convince herself that the woman is not taking advantage of her son, that he got a good girl. Because here's the thing, women want to believe every woman is good. Now you listen to these bitches on podcasts, they say whatever they think gonna get some likes and views, but in the real world, women think other women are inherently good. That ain't a problem for us, but it just goes to show that this young man is in a situation where if Prime is telling him one thing, it don't matter what Prime telling him if his greatest influence is his mama. All Prime can do is give him the information. Just like right now, all we can do is give information. That's all I do, bro. I don't care. Honestly, man, and they're going to sound crazy. I don't give a shit what you do with the information. I would hope that you take whatever information you can, apply it to your life to build a life that you want and create the type of environment that you want. But I really don't give a shit if you do or not. I got enough of my own shit to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And I got sons coming up that I got to be concerned about. So hopefully you'll take it to do what you need to do with it. Because, bro, sympathy is not something I'm going to give a grown-ass man for making a fucked up decision. I don't give myself sympathy. I look at, let me make a dumb decision. I'm gonna look at myself and say, you stupid motherfucker, what you do that for? No sympathy, bro. And here's my thing, man. If this kid wants to go ahead and let this woman do this to him, man, then fuck it, man. Make she come up. Because, I mean, there is no reason for him to be doing this. There's too much information out here. Prime, Prime is in his ear. Man, them boys, man. Prime boys ragging them shit. They rag their own dad, man. They ragging him and joking on him, man, about wifing up this thought like this, man. And, bro, I'm telling you, man, at some point, we have to understand as men that some of these guys, they just got to learn shit the hard way.
I mean, like we did, though, book. Let's be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? We had these conversations. We talk about these things, man. But, we often have this element of, a smart man learn from his mistakes, but a wise man learn from the mistakes of others. We've been on this earth long enough that we've witnessed damn near every mistake that you could have, that you could make when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a marriage. This is something I want guys to understand that are entertaining marriages. You have to have structure in that relationship, and it has to be something that's sustainable, like God, the Most High. These are things that you need in your fucking relationship, not money, not your physical stature or anything like that. She needs to understand her power is femininity, your power is masculinity, and you have to have an element of something that's sustainable. Otherwise, that shit is gonna fail. People out this bitch getting in relationships just as a status symbol. They want the ceremony. They want the visual aspects of it. They want all this shit without the responsibility that comes with that. Where was this bitch when it comes to meal preps? Show me on Instagram what this bitch prepping your meals, young brother. Show me what this bitch getting you prepared for your games on game day. Show me what she in the gym with you and that bitch running laps, doing anything that's enhancing your fucking life. What you say, book? The progress, the process of your progress.
Yeah, that is, G.
Show me any of that. Then I say, okay, young brother, I'm wrong. All of us can say, listen, we owe you an apology, man. She been there since day one, man. She making sure you being the reason you doing this shit, the reason you playing so well and all this shit, dog. She's a key integral part of that. You ain't gonna be able to do it. You're henpecked. You're weak. You're alpha on the field and a beta with a bitch. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth, man. I'm sorry, man. I hate to have it to express it that way, but at the end of the day, man, this is something that many men are faced with. A lot of men, unfortunately, are afraid to be transparent about their circumstances when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriages. They give a lot of piss poor information because some of them, when on the internet, it's a part of their brand, so they got to keep selling this stupid ass product, even though it doesn't apply to their life at all. I'll tell you one and I'm gonna digress. Derrick Jackson. Derrick Jackson was doing the most out this bitch, and he didn't rebrand himself or nothing. He just stayed Derrick Jackson, and he's still pushing forward. And guess what? He's still making money on YouTube. He's still selling books. He's still doing all this shit. You know why? Because as long as you telling these hoes what they want to hear or doing what you think they want you to do, there's a market for it.
That's real, man. That's real, man. And it's real simple. It's simple because women buy dreams. Like women buy dreams. Like, bro, I'm a dream seller. Like I sell a bitch a dream because she gonna buy it. Like if she's valuable enough where she deserves me to sell her a dream, I will sell her a dream because she. And here's the thing: it's not doing her wrong. She wants to buy a dream. Women are dreamers, man. They want to buy a dream. You just got to sell them. You just got to sell them a dream. As a man, though, you can't fucking buy dreams. This young man is buying a dream. This woman is selling him the dream that she could live her whole life as a hoe and then suddenly come and be his wife. Bro, that's not how it go. That's like saying your dog suddenly gonna chase a squirrel up a goddamn tree. It ain't gonna never happen. The reality of it is, man, when you look back at the beginning of fucking time, the biblical story of the first man and woman, that woman was created to help that man with the process of his fucking progress. She was created to be a helpmeet. Anytime you ever had a woman in your life who didn't benefit the process of your progress, you was a simp. You was a trick. I mean, if you ain't tricking your money, we say time is money. Well, motherfucker, if you ain't tricking your money, but you tricking your time, you tricking your money.
Exactly.
We got to understand as men, bro, that you got to keep your gators on a broad neck. She got to be contributing something to your life, or otherwise she's extracting resources, your time resources, your energy resources, your peace resources, your financial resources, your mental resources, your knowledge resources. Everything you have as a man is a fucking resource. And any woman around you, if she is not contributing, she is extracting. He has a woman who is not contributing, so she is fucking extracting. The problem with extracting is this. When people extract shit, they never put it back. I got fucking get a fucking extractor. You got a juice extractor? Get you a juice extractor. Now I want you to put that juice back in that goddamn fruit. It won't happen, brothers. So start putting your foot down, not in the woman life, in your life. I built all this shit. She don't get no power. She coming into my life. I ain't going into hers. She gonna do what the fuck I tell her to do. She gonna give me some shut upness. She gonna give me some obedience, and she gonna do that shit with expedience. Or I'm gonna be out this motherfucker, man, and she gonna be done, bro.
Boy, that's church. That shit so 1,000 right there, boy. Hey, man, I was over this bitch getting motivated. Nigga, hey, man, I started to put on my motherfucking football helmet. I ready to play some ball right there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm ready to do something. I'm ready to do some thing, man. Man, straight up, bro. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Many of you guys need to pop the balloon. You see all this pop the balloon shit? I seen one nigga jump on the balloon with 2 feet, popping that bitch. That's what many of you niggas need to do. Stop focusing on the bras. Stop dealing with bras. Like, just go out the, recreational, whatever it is that comes about, man. Until you get your life in order, man, and make sure you get to the levels that you need to go to, man. Pretend like these bras don't exist, man. And understand that they are a byproduct of your goddamn success, man. That's it. Like, for real, man, like, entertaining what they say online and what they saying they go for. I want a man this, but whatever their preferences or standards are, they're entitled to that. They're human beings. They can have that shit. But don't go out of your way to become whatever they say they prefer. Because we know one thing for certain. For certain, man, what women say they want and what they respond to are two entirely different things. Straight up, man. If you put women in the driver's seat of your fucking life, they would undoubtedly drive your stupid ass crazy. You are the architect of your destiny, dog. You are the one who calls the shots. You're the coach. You're the owner. You're the motherfucking quarterback. You everything in your goddamn life. Think about it like that. If you put a woman in any of those positions, owner, GM, head coach, quarterback, you're going to fail. It's a physical game, dog. And this is not a sport. This is the game of life, man. And you're not afforded the luxury of time to make these mistakes. This is why it's important to listen to people that has the experience and can tell you the right things to do, man. It's unfortunate, man. Book. I got behind on the super chats, man. Can you see them?
Yeah. I can see him over here, man.
Okay, man.
Let me see what we got here, man. I think Wester was the last one we got. Yeah. All right, man. Shit. Them motherfucker won't let me click them, dog.
Oh shit.
I tell you what, I can't put them on the screen, man, but I'll read them out, man.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we got Black Suit. Appreciate the 5 bones, man. Black Suit say the info is out there. I have no sympathy for suckers. Marriage is a hustle. Kids too, with these laws in place, man. Yeah. At this point, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We blessed that we grew up when we did, G. Cause man, coming up right now, man, looking at this shit, boy, it would be hellacious out here, bro. I mean, I just be doing the same shit I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Just running that ism through that motherfucker. I appreciate you, Black Suit. All right, we got FB in the joint. Appreciate you, FB, with the 5 bones, man. Thank you, brothers, for the knowledge. Hey, man, appreciate you being in here soaking it up, brother. Appreciate you soaking it up. All right, we got the brother, Mr. 1950 in the joint. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Appreciate the dime, man. Respect BOA. Salute to you, bro. Good to see you in the joint, man. Great February, man, with 5 bones, man. She has a tattoo of money sign on her ring finger. She already married to the game. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Already married to the game, bro. Yo.
Got him.
And, and it's crazy, man. Like, this shit bad enough just looking at her interaction with him and what she said. Now, when you start throwing all this other shit, okay, she's a stripper. She got a dollar sign on her ring finger. She got, man, that boy, listen, man, he done went down into the gutter. He done dug through all the good shit and went down to the gutter and say, you know what? There's a brand new restaurant over there, but there's a half-eaten sandwich at the bottom of this goddamn dumpster, and I'm going to go get that sandwich out the dumpster. That shit crazy, man. Let me see who we got, man. All right, Black Suit again. Appreciate the 5 bones. In my opinion, one of the biggest problems men deal with is understanding if a woman actually desires them. Vetting is mandatory. I mean, man, the crazy shit is, man, it don't even take vetting, man. Like, once you understand what it is for a woman to, man, when a woman like you, bro, she cannot fucking resist you. She can't, bro, when I tell you that I have to determine that I'm not going to fuck this woman the first night, man, because I can tell she has some respect for herself, but I'm fucking irresistible to her. I want her to keep that respect for herself. I don't want to be the one, because I ain't hard up for no pussy, so I will wait. Now, if she come around the next day, I'm going to fuck her the second day. But the first day, man, I don't do it because I know she want to have that respect for herself. And I don't knock her. I mean, I'm a hell of a guy, So, I mean, shit, she should want to fuck me the first day. Oh, yeah. JB Juggernaut, appreciate the 5 bones, man. Late to the chat, but I wanted to show love to my to 2 of my favorite YouTubers. Hashtag men first. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. WG, appreciate the 5 bones, man. Real live game. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Appreciate y'all brothers being in here, man, and coming through with the support too, man. Bodyguard H, appreciate the 5 bones, man. Just dropping the donation. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all brothers, man.
Hey, Book, man, this was basically impromptu, man. But we've been consistent with the chat now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell, like, what we do is necessary, man. And it's always been like, I told you last time, man. I told you like a year ago that even when we do our lives together, man, that shit is like ahead of its time. And the reason I say that is because we talked earlier tonight about the fact that you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Remember we talked about that.
We did, man.
Now, we even see women who mention Kevin Samuel's name in a positive light these days. We see women who have grifted off of Kevin's message. Now, me and you had our own takes on Kevin. I mean, we was around when Kevin first came around, when he was nobody. He was the image guy, the cologne guy. We've been around YouTube just that long, okay? And unfortunately, he passed away. So nobody can really confront his message. I've seen a lot of women grifting off of his message. But for most of the guys who were, quote unquote, calling themselves red pill, we've witnessed them, reach the height of heights. And now they're being reduced to nothing. Many guys are, excuse me, to the point that they have drifted so much that they don't live the life that they say that they're living, and they're being exposed. We know that with the milk, what I call the milkman, the guy that was selling courses and telling guys that, not to date single moms with multiple kids, or he was saying that his woman was a 10 and all this shit, and was like none of those things. He was the absolute opposite. And like you will be exposed.
Yes, sir.
You will be exposed for who you are, man. And so I implore brothers to be very, and this ain't no knock on anybody. If you have selective people that you listen to, man, listen to them. If it makes you better, then listen to them. But just be very wary of the people who don't live the life that they say that they're living. I could tell you that I've made a lot of mistakes. I could tell you that I've been married. I could tell you I've dealt with a lot of women too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am who I am. I don't. YouTube is not my main source of revenue. It's why I'm not here all the damn time. Book is my brother, man. We chop it up behind the scenes. We talk, man. I got something going on, or a new issue going on in my life, or some, we talk about ideals, man. We don't really talk about people. And that tells you that we are more solution based. So if you have something going on, if you having problems in your life, or you're dealing with women, or just trying to get ahead in life, man, you know what I'm saying? This is the place that you need to come to. Come to like-minded brothers who have been through the rigmarole of what it takes to try to navigate whatever life's challenges may be as a man. Straight up.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, G, a lot of times we'll see men out here, and you can look at them and tell that they don't even believe what they're saying. There's no energy behind it. There's no, man, you see when we speak with conviction when we talk about this shit, because it pains me to see a young man be so easily taken advantage of. Now, it's one thing if you got the number one conniving bitch on the planet, and I'm talking about, boy, look, she play a role so good that I think she a good girl.
Ooh, yeah.
And then she turn around to be a bad girl. Man, there's nothing that points in the direction of this chick. Man, somebody just jumped in here, man, and said she got a tattoo of a parrot, man. What her name? Danny Ramsamy. With $5 super chat said, man, Travis Hunter fiance has a tattoo of a parrot on her arm, which means she chats too much, which means she's not to be trusted. Bro,
yeah.
There's so many things, man. And I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to do a piece of content on these tattoos too, man, and tell y'all, man, what tattoos y'all need to avoid. Because there's some tattoo you see on a woman, man, you need to fucking flee.
Oh.
Like, they only get these tattoos for certain reasons.
Hey, hold
it's
on.
Crazy, G.
Hey, rock out, man. I gotta go open this door right quick. Hold on.
All right, bet.
Go ahead and rock out. I got you.
All right, bet. So listen, man, I want y'all to understand this, man. I want y'all to keep in mind that there are certain things that just make you a trick. I'm hearing an echo. And one of those things is this. Oh, that must be G headphones. Compensating women financially, directly or indirectly for their time. It makes you a trick. If a woman only comes around you because you breaking bread, or if she changes, if you breaking bread with a woman and she switches up on you because you stop breaking bread, man, you tricking. A woman would never respect you if you're a trick. A woman would never respect you if you allow her to be the person that motivates you to make money so you can spend it on her. A woman will never respect you if you pay what you weigh, if you pay her to stay, if you pay her to play. Man, a woman will never respect you. The only thing you should pay her to do is go the fuck away. Also, if you pay for sexual favors of any kind, if a woman knows when she come be with you, you might as well just leave the money on the dresser. You can't overcome that. It's a level of disrespect that you can't overcome as a man. Also, taking time away from your pressing issues or valuable endeavors or even your hobbies or anything you enjoy doing, your damn sleep or anything for a woman it makes you a trick. See, tricking don't just mean your money. You got to think about it. When you're a trick, you pay a woman, and then you give a woman your time, and then you give a woman your validation. You're giving a woman all of these things. I'm not saying don't give a woman these things. I'm saying don't give her ass nothing she doesn't earn. Like, how are you validating a woman just because you see her online posting a picture? You ain't never been with her. You ain't never met her. She don't even know you exist. You probably DM'd them, and you one of them dudes that she don't even answer your damn DM. You understand? Also, the belief that a woman's time is worthy compensation for yours is not true. Her time is not as valuable as my time because women are perennial fucking time wasters. So she got time she gonna waste anyway. Think about this. Ask any man who's ever gone shopping with a broad. I never have. I've stopped in the store while we was going through somewhere. But man, even then, you gotta usher a bitch up out of there. Man, women window shop. You know how dumb it is to window shop? Bitch goes somewhere looking at shit she ain't even finna buy. Like, what kind of time wasting is that? So her time for your time is not an even match. If all you getting from a woman is her time, you're getting nothing. You're getting nothing. You better start applying these principles, man. Accepting sex as just compensation or even a reward for your time. Bruh, unless you just laying back on the bed and you ain't making no moves and that woman is just pleasing you from here, she trying to bring you to the greatest ecstasy you ever had in life. And even that's not compensation for your time. That just lets you know that that woman is fully dedicated to trying to run you with her pussy. It don't mean nothing else. Now, enjoy it, but don't, oh man, she loved me, man. Boy, she put it on me so good, she loved me. She let me hit her raw. She want to have my baby. All this silly shit y'all be doing, man. And I say one more thing, man. Allowing a woman to use sex against you as a coercion tool or a manipulation tactic is some beta male simp mangina bullshit. That's what it is. Because once you bust, let me tell you something, boy. Y'all have post-nut clarity. I have pre-nut clarity. But before I bust, I already know what it's finna be when I'm done. And that's just real, dog. You got to start being real with yourself 100% about the value of the women in your life. Now, I'm not saying they don't have no value, but never inflate her value.
I'm sorry, with all due respect. Nigga, I step away for 3 minutes. And you come in this bitch cooking soul food.
Hey, bro, shit, man. Listen, bro. Listen. I left one of these skillets over here for you, bro, because I know that gumbo shit you be doing. I can't do that part, bro.
Man, nigga, I can't follow you up. I can't follow you up because you know what? I'm guilty. I went shopping with a bitch. I'd have done that shit multiple times. It is the worst goddamn decision I ever made in my fucking life. The bitch will stay in that bitch literally 8 hours of wasting your fucking time and will spend every quarter you got. Wasting your motherfucking time, dog. They will walk. These motherfuckers will walk for every 8 of them goddamn hours. They will drag you in every store. And like you said, man, and then listen, bro, that shit need to be on a goddamn t-shirt. I'm sorry. You niggas have post-nut clarity. You have pre-nut clarity. That need to be on a t-shirt. That shit it needs to be on a fucking t-shirt. Straight up.
Well, we gonna put it on the goddamn t-shirt.
I'm just saying, like, bro, straight
we
up,
put it
man.
on the fucking t-shirt then.
Nigga,
man.
what the hell did you what the hell did you pull that? You already thought of that, or you just where did that come from? Like, that's good.
Bro, that man, you know what, bro? That shit is, when you think of post-nut clarity, it's motherfucker being reactive. Man, being reactive don't get you shit, man. In every facet of life, man, my granddad told me, he said, always think about what you do before you do it. That way you don't end up fucking regretting it after you do it. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're doing exactly what the fuck you want to do so you don't get no surprises. You don't go in with no preconceived notion. So it now, granted, I ain't always been able to master that shit. I just remember it. There's been times where, man, it was like, he ain't tell me that shit, bro. So when we talk to you guys, man, there have been mistakes made in my life, man. G has admitted he's made some mistakes, and some of them motherfuckers were costly, man. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about it took years to bounce back from some of them motherfuckers, boy. And so the goal is to keep you men from making those mistakes. It's to keep young men like Travis Hunter from doing what the fuck he's doing. And the problem is he's in love. He got to go through and get his fucking heart broken. The only way out of being in love is to get your fucking heart shredded out your chest. And so it's coming for him, bro. And we got to sit here and watch this shit take place because he already gone.
Man, listen, bro. 9 times out of 10, for most men on this planet, dog, you have to go through betrayal, breakups, goddamn disloyal friends, all these things in order to grow, man. And that's just the truth. Listen, bro. I'm so transparent and so real. Now I just have to be honest. Like, listen, dude, I was married. I was a married dude. Even when I came to YouTube, me and you used to talk about this shit because we used to have like a disagreement on certain things. Like, man, this and that. But then I could turn around and say, man, you know what? You were exactly right. Because at the end of the day, I didn't reach my full potential because I was too focused on someone else's happiness. Bruh, it was a point that people make $100,000 use $100,000 as a measuring stick. Oh, he got to be over 6 foot. He got to make over 100, 6 figures, $100,000. Bruh, it hadn't been a year since 2005 that I made less than $100,000, and it meant nothing. It didn't give me the desired results I wanted, and it only ended up being even worse than what it was before. Dog, I've had to start my life over twice. Well, pretty much 3 times. Once was really early on, but as a grown-ass man, I'm 43, it's finna be 44 years old, man. I've had to start my life over 3 different times. The last time I had less than $5,000 to my name. Now, mind you, I've made over 100 since 05, 04. What does that tell you? My focus wasn't even in the right direction. I was still one of these guys who thought that, things should be the way that society's norms are. I was afraid to really truly be my goddamn self. I thought I was supposed to be a goddamn family man. You see how that shit worked out? Don't take on more responsibilities. Don't take on more investment than you're willing to lose. We talk about the single mother shit, man. It ain't even about the single mother shit. It's about you're going to be second place to another man's children in your own fucking house. You understand what I'm saying? Providing and protecting for another man's seed that you don't come first. You don't have a problem with putting your children first. So why don't you deal with a situation like that? 9 times out of 10, when you hear women talking about, oh, well, he has kids. If he has kids from a previous relationship, 95% of the time, that woman gonna have custody of those goddamn kids most of the goddamn time. So you're not financially obligated, not even obligated to those kids whatsoever. But he's obligated to yours. You understand what I'm saying? These are the different nuances where people try to make men feel foolish about the decisions that they make when it comes to bettering their goddamn life, man.
Yeah, and the reality is, man, shit like you froze up, G.
Oh, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I'm listening, though.
Yeah, and so and I'm gonna tell you, bro, it's kind of like this, man. And I say that shit all the time, man. And and me and G, we talk about this type of shit behind the scenes, man. Listen, it's not like single moms aren't bad. It doesn't make them bad. It's just the fact that there's a particular set of circumstances and responsibilities that come with them. And like G was saying, think about this. How can you be second in your home in importance to the woman that you've chosen to another man's kids? Because here's the problem. In your household, if they're not your kids, you don't ever have the type of bond with them that makes them submit to your authority. Like a woman can have some obedient children, but here's the problem, bro, that so many men face. You could be with a woman for 20 years and her kids with another man. When that shit is over, that woman's kids are gone. You're a fucking afterthought. You're an afterthought. And people like to use the example of, did we just drop out? No, we good. People like to use the example of, Shaq and the few examples that are present. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Those examples are irrelevant. They don't even matter. Because if you can name 1 out of 10 million, who gives a shit? You're not going to be the second one. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be the second one unless you turn out to be something like that. And those occasions are rare. I want you men to understand that you have to have a strict standard about the quality of woman that you're going to let into your life in that kind of way. Travis Hunter had no standard. The first woman who showed him interest was that woman. Now, he's going to have to learn this, and hopefully it won't sink him and tank him, but it's going to cause him some turmoil, and it might ruin his career. Like, this shit might ruin his career, because here's one thing we know. If a woman don't like you, somebody else going to come along that she likes better, and she going to get with him. Now, he's putting her in an environment where she's going to be in the midst of professional athlete. She's going to be around their wives. She's going to be in pocket. And once a woman hits that level, she never falls out of it. Once a woman start dating millionaires, she'll never go back to dating dudes that make 50,000 anymore. And bruh, it doesn't make sense to ever put yourself in a situation where you could lose more than a person could ever put into your life to that person. A woman comes into your life and you super paid. She leaves, you wife her up, she leaves. She gets to take half of what she never fucking contributed to. It doesn't make sense. And so the only way you could ever never consider legally married a woman, let me rephrase that. The only way you could consider put a woman in a wife position in your life, she has to have been raised to be a wife. If she been getting sexed on by different men her whole life, she can't never be a wife. She ain't built for that shit. She can't do it even if she want to. She don't have the energy to do it. She got too many men's energy in her. She got too much sexual frustration from all of these men she's dealt with that she's no longer with, that she has ties to. Think about this. Think about a man that's in prison who wants to be free, but he can't get free, but they let him go on furlough every weekend, but he got to be in prison for the rest of his life. Or he's some trustee, or they let him he go out and he work outside. They let him go to work somewhere for 2 hours a day, but he got to be in prison for his whole life. That's what that woman's spiritual energy is. She's tied to those men forever, but she can't be with those men. But you know what? She can't be with you either. A woman who's ran up bodies in her life can never attach to another man. She could never be with you. She could never be yours. She could never do it. And I just want y'all to understand that. The reality of the situation is this, man. When you live a life that puts you in a situation where you can't live the proper life because you're so busy worrying about other people and their desires, you're going to lose everything you have. Worrying about someone else's happiness is the fastest way to lose everything, because God won't bless you with what you would have if you focused on yourself. You don't get no prize for focusing on other people's happiness. That's not the path you were put here to be on. And that's what Travis Hunter is dealing with right now. And I just want y'all to know, brothers, I don't want any of you to ever have to deal with no shit like this. So, man, I can't pull the super chats up, but I can run through them. This is on G's. It's on GMB's joint. I'm just simulcasting it to y'all, man, so I can't control anything, but I call them out, man. Dan Ramsamy, appreciate the 5 bones. Travis Hunter fiance has a tattoo of a parrot on her arm, which means she chats too much, which means she's not to be trusted. I agree with you, man. She's not to be trusted. Like I said, man, I'll come up with a show, man, to talk about some tattoos to y'all in the near future, man. Keep tapping. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the dime. Just wanted to show some love. Alpha Sphere. Salute to you, KT. I appreciate you, brother. Willie Coleman. What up, Dub C? Appreciate the dub, man. Paying tuition, fam. Men first, and keep applying pimp principle to the square world. Hashtag Bama Boys. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, Dub C. Loved by few, hated by many. Appreciate the dub, man. Salute. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Love by few again, man. Salute. Appreciate the second dub, man. TJ Patterson. Salute to you, man. Appreciate the dime. Pastor Ecky. Appreciate the 5 bones, man. Travis Hunter, Travis' girlfriend also has a money sign tattoo on her ring finger. Let's pray for the young buck until he finally learn. Yeah, man. That's all we can do is pray for him, bro. He gonna have to learn. Kenny Dawson, appreciate the 2 bones, man. Royalty, appreciate the 5 bones, man. It's always a treat when players meet. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, man, especially the end of the week, man. Salute. Wesley VS, man, appreciate the dime. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is colder than a polar bear's toenail. Shout out to the GLG. Salute to you, man. Hey, man, appreciate you, brothers, man. Really appreciate y'all, man, coming through, man, showing the love and support, and staying in the show with us too, man. Just standing here with us, man, hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it, bro. Real talk.
Man, hey, can you hear me, book?
Yeah, I can hear you, G.
Man,
Shit, I can't hear you now, dog.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with my damn camera, man. Like that shit be doing that stupid ass shit sometimes, dog. Like,
Man, it be like that, dog. It
yeah,
be like
man.
that.
But anyway, man, like I ain't gonna hold everybody up too much longer, man. I gotta goddamn run on any fucking way, man. But that shit just threw a goddamn monkey wrench in everything that I was talking about.
Right. Well, shit, man. You know, man, we'll always get the opportunity to do it again, man. Sometime, man, you know, most high run interference, man. Like, hey, man, y'all chop it up enough, man. Get y'all ass off that thing, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. But anyway, bro, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you for doing this shit on short notice. Like that shit was like, we needed it anyway. But, you know, I think most people need, you know, to hear this information, regardless of if it's you and I giving it or someone else giving it. I mean, it comes a time where, you know, like, it's just, we got to let people make their own mistakes, man.
Yeah,
and,
man. Yeah.
And I feel bad for a lot of young brothers, man, because they've not been privy to this information, man. To a certain degree, man, just like the generation prior to us, man, like, in a lot of ways, man, we failed a lot of the young brothers. And it ain't because we out this bitch producing multiple children with multiple women or anything like that, man. Most of these guys, man, most men want to be a part of their children's lives, man. You know, for the most part. And we try to give our kids the game, man, but sometimes they don't adhere to it because just like a lot of the women, man, it's just too much influence out there, man. You know, the pressures of it, you know, you think that you're doing the right thing and it turns out to be a detriment to your life as a whole, dog.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? I think that's one of the real problems, man, that the world is just changing so fast, man, with all this technology and social media and all of that. The world is changing faster than the information can spread because the misinformation is really taking over the day. So if you go out, man, about 85%, even more of what you get is going to be misinformation. But the misinformation is entertaining because what it does, if you live in a foul life, so let's say you meet a bro, she 300 pounds. If you tell her she thick, you know, and she look good in her jeans, she not gonna understand that she overweight and obese and probably finna get ready to kick the bucket sometime soon. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the world we live in, where all the information is positive. You know, you can be whatever you want to be. If you're 6 years old, you can tell your parents that, you know, you want to be a girl tomorrow, and they got to like go along with the shit. And we live in that kind of world now, man. And so it's gonna take something to slow this shit down, man, because right now the world going to hell in a handbasket. And if you don't have the information, it's going to be hard to get it. And then it's going to be hard for that information to stick, because if you listen to us giving this information and you go 20 other places and they telling you some bullshit, hey man, how many people going to listen to the 2 guys that's sitting on the one podcast talking shit, you know, talking real shit versus everybody else talking bullshit?
Well, exactly. And I think, man, you know, from where things have been presented over the past, you know, several years, it makes it harder for a man to be a man. It's hard for a man to speak his mind and stand on principle. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is so sensitive to to the truth. You know, you have to feed into other people's delusion, man. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is wrong on every level, man. Like you can't speak about the things that, just like fucking your biological sovereignty. You know what I'm saying? You can't speak about that shit. You can't speak about, you know, you are a fucking man. That's what you were born as, and that's what you will always be. But you can't do that anymore.
Nah, you really can't, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm really starting to think, man, that there's gonna come a time, man, where the best move for brothers is gonna be, man, just to slide to move around, man, and probably, if not going somewhere else permanently, man, set up shop somewhere else. So just in case shit get to a point where if it get to a fever pitch, cut dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. If Kamala would have won the election, dog, I would leave in the country, bro. I
Hey,
wasn't
man.
staying in this motherfucker, man. I was gone.
Listen, I'll say this, man. It should be in every man, any free thinking man on this planet, dog, that see the way the direction of things going, dog. Go off the grid, man. Get you some property, man. Buy you about 4 to 10 acres, man, in the country, some goddamn well. Go off the grid. If you're lucky enough to meet a woman that's on that type of time, that man that don't mind living like that, then hey, guess what? You found you something. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a motherfucker that like to be on social media, love feeding into the internet and all this other bullshit, you ain't found yourself nothing but an attention-seeking broad, man. That's what most, I'll say 90% of them are. Even if they're not showing their ass and all this other stuff, they still seek the attention and validation of a real nigga, dog. And you know what I'm saying? And it's up to you to be that dude, man. Like straight up, man. Like I've never seen no nigga that failed with dealing with women when he focusing on himself and his goals, man. I tell you this, even the real women encourage that. You know what I'm saying? Women seek out stability, dog. And so if you take care of your motherfucking business, you're going to bring a level of security to that female, especially when it's a security where she can actually be herself, be free to be herself. She could talk about her sexual escapade. She could talk about getting the train ran on in high school, even though you may not take her seriously, but she still feel comfortable having these conversations with you. You know what I'm saying? Being completely transparent because you're that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Man, hey, that's real talk, bro. That's real talk. And bro, the only way I truly believe the only way a man can fail with women is if you allow a woman to take you down. There's no other failure. Like as long as your life is still elevating, like what are you failing with? You can't fail with women if like from the point of meeting a woman, if you don't even understand what it means to have a woman that actually likes you. If you're chasing women that don't like you, you're not failing with women. You're not even starting with women. Like that shit ain't no starting place. That's some bullshit. Like you just playing a game with a woman until you understand from day one that a woman must show supreme interest in you and not just a woman just showing interest in you in a way where she'll let you call her or or she'll let you text her. No, I'm talking about a woman who understands your value, not your money value, because any man, you could give the worst motherfucker in the world 100 bands if we talking high value based on 100 bands. I'm talking about the value that you bring to your own life. A woman has to look at you as a man who is doing his own thing, not a man that she can come up off. Because shit, if a woman just looking at you as something to come up off, man, a dinner may be coming up for her, man. Bro, women are lonely out here, bro. And you know why they lonely? Because they can get 10 men around them, but they can't get no masculine energy around them. They're starving for masculine energy. And so all you got to do to be the most masculine version of yourself, and your interaction with women becomes something else instantly.
Well, this is what I talk about all the time, man. You hear guys talk about finding a unicorn, being a unicorn. Nigga, you are a unicorn.
Church.
You own your shit. You take care of your business. You know what I'm saying? Physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, dog. You are that fucking unicorn. Because that separates you from 10,000 other niggas, dog. It go back to what Jamie Foxx said in Django. I am that one nigga in 10,000. My confidence level, because of the work that I put in, spiritually, mentally, and financially, separates me from any other nigga on this fucking planet. Not saying that other niggas don't do that. But I know at the end of the day, I know the work that I put in. You understand what I'm saying? So that makes me feel more confident in my ability to do what other guys can't do. And many guys need to accept that. They need to accept that for their norm, dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't wake up thinking about a bitch. Stop scrolling through Instagram looking for a bitch. Stop looking through these social media sites. Stop looking through these dating apps and all that shit for the unicorn, nigga. You are the unicorn. You need to figure out what they can be doing to get on your fucking program.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go in that shit. You go into every interaction. It's almost like an interview, man. What can they do to inherently make your life better? Because you're doing everything that you need to do for yourself any fucking way. You understand what I'm saying? And so women recognize that. That's where women see the value. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when a motherfucker taking care of themselves. Are you going to the doctor? Are you goddamn keeping your teeth up? Are you keeping your hygiene up? Your visual, man, how are you dressing? Are you really taking care of yourself? Or are you one of these niggas that's completely dependent on a bitch? What these motherfuckers can say when you're 65 years old, are you gonna be in a damn nursing home? You can't even pay your own bills, dog. You can't even do nothing for yourself. This is why in solace, man, in solitude, man, when you by your goddamn self, these are the times that you need to work on yourself. This is why until you a grown ass man, over 30, 35 years old, you shouldn't even be considering no serious committed relationship. I'm sorry. Fuck all this building with some goddamn body, dog. Build your fucking self first. That way, when it's time, when a motherfucker can come into your goddamn life, they can leave with what they came with. Straight up, man.
Church. And bro, I say all the time, man, if you're building with a broad, you're building for the broad. You understand what I'm saying? There ain't no such thing as building with a woman, dog, because a woman don't want what you, how can you build with a motherfucker that don't want what you want? A woman cannot build with you. A woman can assist you and assist the process of your progress in what you're building already. If you ain't even started building, bruh, why the fuck would you try to build with a woman and build what she want? If you build with a woman, then she deserves to take half of what the fuck you got. It's hers, bruh. Man, bruh, I don't want to build with a woman. Whatever I could, bruh, I'd rather not have shit than to build shit with a woman, dog. I just don't want to do it. It don't make sense to me. I'd rather have less than what I would have than build with a woman. Because if you build with a woman, you already got less than you think you got. You don't lose half of your shit when you divorced a woman. You lose half of your shit when you married a woman. It's just that when she divorce your ass, she take her half with her. The half shit start from the moment you say I do. And so you got to think about making these relationships serious anyway. You take on responsibility when you give people positions in life. If you have a company, you take on the responsibility of having workers' compensation for your employee, having a safe workplace for every employee you hire. You take on responsibility for people when you put them in position. You put somebody in the executive position, you take responsibility for the information that they're going to have. If the wrong information get leaked by them, it's your fucking fault. You hired them. If you're a coach, when you put somebody in a quarterback position on your team, you're responsible for making sure they have what they need to lead the fucking team. When you put a woman in your life in any position outside of some just to jump in and jump out, bruh, you are taking on the responsibility for that person. You have to make sure that they are equipped to do what they need to do in your life. The problem is, if you don't think they need to do nothing in your life, you already starting out, bro. You cannot have a fucked up interaction with someone for 6 months, and then the 7th month, you're like, you know what? I don't like the way this shit is going. We're going to change some rules. Nah, bro, that's not how the game goes. Like, you got to lay down the foundation of what the fuck you want in your life from everybody from day one. And you know the funny thing, G, we place all these standards on each other as men. Certain way you going to deal with me. Certain respect I'm going to have. Certain way we going to interact. This is what it's going to be. And then you let a woman come in life and run fucking ramshot over you.
Ooh, man, goddamn.
That shit don't make sense, dog.
It don't, man. And it's just, but you know what it is, man? At the end of the day, man, it's the access to the women that they desire. And this is why the women that you really desire, you see a fat ass, everybody else want the fat ass, then you feel like you've gotten a trophy because everybody else want the ass and she gave you the ass. And then you don't maintain yourself. You start being more concerned about what the broad doing. You know what I'm saying? You start being more concerned about her happiness and her well-being and whatever she want from you, instead of understanding what she can contribute to the process of your progress, as you say. You feel what I'm saying? Like that is the problem, dog. That is the problem. That is the issue with most men, dog. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves on the back burner for a broad. Every time, man, and it's stupid. It is the most foolish thing that a man can ever do, dog. And at the end of the day, women don't respect that shit. They don't respect it at all, man. You know what a woman really respects more than anything? Indifference. A man that stands on his motherfucking principles, regardless of what it is, dog. Me personally, dog, I enjoy doing things with my hands, working with my hands. You know what? Women respect it. Me out this bitch going after my bag. I ain't finna cancel my motherfucking plans to interact with you. I'll make a date with you and go on about my goddamn business. I'm still gonna conduct my business. I'm not finna, put my life on the back burner to appease your motherfucking needs and wants. I'm not finna do it. Now, if you're in a fucked up position, you broke down on the side of the road, and man, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Niggas will say you a simp because you go and change a broad tire that you fucking with. And I mean, this motherfucker, she may help you with meal prep. She may even contribute things as far as like tax, finances. Because like I said, women can be very resourceful. The game is so fucked up now, especially on social media and with YouTube, that if you do anything for a female, it's a problem. You're a goddamn simp. And you taking this type of information from niggas that don't have no positive interaction with no women whatsoever. Not even a fucking mama.
None. And then letting these motherfuckers tell you who you need to deal with. Bro, let me tell you the crazy shit. These motherfuckers who say, man, don't ever do anything with a single mom. Don't date her. Don't bet her. Don't wed her. Don't do anything, man. Don't just avoid them. Bro, let me tell you something. You in America. Your pickers are slim than a motherfucker, man. If you think you're going to have a bad chick and you're going to have a bunch of options and none of them have, that's just not the world we live in, bro. We live in a society that gets in and out of relationships fast as fuck. Marriages, women get married, they get divorced. That's just how it is, man. But these guys, some of these guys, man, a single mom done helped them catch feet. Motherfucker was on rock bottom. Got a woman in their life, they got one kid, but she about her business. Done helped this motherfucker get up to a level. And you had a that's it, man, to be out there listen to motherfuckers, man, who probably dealing with single mom fucking scallywags who don't do nothing. Man, these jokes, man, listen, bro, some of these boys out here, man, they are full-fledged tricks in real life. And you could tell the energy of a guy who is a trick because all he focuses on is telling you what kind of woman not to deal with. Bro, I don't tell you what kind of woman not to deal with. I just say if she's a hoe, you treat her like a hoe. If she's not a hoe, don't try to turn to anyone. Pimp C said back in the day, you need to stop treating these bitches like ladies and these nice ladies like hoes. You got to stop doing it, man. A woman is who she is. Let her be that. Enjoy her for what she is, and then move the fuck on with your life. We do that with everything else. You don't go and try to load no goddamn wood in the back of your car. You put it in the back of your goddamn truck. You know what I'm saying? You don't try to fit your whole family in your goddamn two-seater. You put them in a damn SUV. Like, we use our tools for what we need to use them for. When the last time you tried to fucking start a fire in your goddamn fireplace with jugs of water? We use everything in our lives to where we're supposed to, but for some strange reason, we in a society where motherfuckers tell you, man, don't capitalize on whatever skill set, whatever investment opportunity that a woman can present to you. You're supposed to take care of the bitch. Come on, man.
Man, listen, dog. Don't be ashamed of doing what works for you. If it worked for you, dog, go for it. You see, the problem is, man, and I'm going to get up out of here, man. Most of these niggas look at life through a window. You know what I'm saying? When you looking out that window, you see everything that's going on outside. Why don't you take the time to look at life through a mirror? You know what I'm saying? Look at life, look yourself in the mirror. Because when you look in the mirror, everything comes back to you. Fuck what a nigga talking about when it comes to single moms and stuff like that. Man, listen, I can tell you the pitfalls of it, but for some of you guys, it may be well beneficial. You know what I'm saying? I can't find a situation where it's multiple children, 3-4 children by 3-4 different niggas that it can be beneficial to you. I can't. But if it's one woman, may have been married, may have, had a kid early on and all this other shit, and you ain't dealing with no baby daddy drama and shit, and this motherfucker is resourceful. She know how to find a situation where you can avoid paying more taxes, where you can be, more financially stable, where you can keep your credit up to par, and she's invested into your vision. Listen, man, do what works for you, bruh. Fuck with these niggas online, because I can guarantee you most of the niggas that be talking this shit, you know what I'm saying, and have a huge problem with the way that you moving are niggas that have no positive interactions. They used to women using them because they don't have the confidence. They're not men. Every interaction that they have with the women that they truly desire ends up being terrible because they ain't the man that they're supposed to be. Women respect a man's man, dog. Even the ones that think they can throw money at every fucking problem. As men, you naturally fixing fucking problems. It's in part of your biological design, not fixing her problems when she having beef with broads at work and all that other bullshit, but being able to come to logical solutions for what her issues are. And nothing is greater. Like it gives you a sense of satisfaction when you can have a conversation with a broad about a problem. She'd be like, I never looked at it like that. You know what, baby, you right. Rarely do you ever hear a woman say, baby, you know what, you right. Damn, I never looked at it like that. Those are the type of women that will be glued to you for the rest of your life because you've taught them something. You've showed them something that they've never seen. You've given them a different perspective of life. I think a lot of the times people lose the human element. Yes, biologically, emotionally, mentally, women and men are different, but we all human. Even when men talk about the fact that, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, I went through this. It's so bad, man, that men can't even be transparent about the things that they've been faced with, the things that they've went through. And now you're called a simp because some shit you did 20 years ago. The mistakes you've made. Instead of taking it as a teachable moment, the first thing come out of your bitch ass mouth is that you a simp. That is stupid to me. And it shows that a lot of guys have been misguided and misled about what being a man is really about, dog.
Man, that's real, G. And you know what the problem is, man? I truly believe that men don't understand this simple thing. A woman is going to view you one of two ways. She's going to view you as her man, or she's going to view you as her son. That's the only two interactions that a woman can have with a man. Now, a man may elevate to her viewing you as daddy. That's a bunch of motherfuckers don't know nothing about that right there. Now that's a different level of submission and going along to get along that a woman do right there.
That's every interaction with me, my G. But let's go. Continue.
Church. Yeah, we got the brothers in here. I don't really be wanting to, talk my shit like that, but shit, yeah. Hey, me too, nigga. Shit. Yeah, if you gonna put it out there, fuck it. Let's go ahead.
You goddamn right. That's why I said it. That's why I said it. I was gonna put it up at you. Shit, I'm gonna make sure you got them. Let it be known, nigga.
Hey, let's talk our shit then, man. We in here. So, bro, and I say this, man. The problem is these motherfuckers settle for the son interaction, and you think you can still be a man with a woman when you acting like her fucking son. You can't, bro. If a woman come into your life and tell you what to do, you're her son. If a woman come into your life and make you adjust shit for her, you're her son. If a woman come into your life and place demands on you, you're her son. If a woman come into your life and make you pay her to stay or pay her to play or pay her to do anything but walk the fuck away, you're her son. And you guys accept being her son. Travis Hunter is this woman's son. She views him. When a woman can dog you the fuck out and you stay, you're her son. You think about a woman who she crazy much. She bitter as hell, man. She don't take good care of her kids, man. They be all dirty and stinky and shit, man. And she beat on them and all that shit right there. Man, them kids love their mama. You ain't gonna do nothing to her. You understand? Until they grow up and realize how fucked up she was. But when they kids, they're like, shit, boy, anything happen, they call mama. Jody on fucking Baby Boy, motherfucker, 21 years old, mama. So I want y'all to understand, bro, that you got to be a man regardless of what happened. And anytime a woman can come into your life and make you be less than a man, motherfucker, you weren't a man in the first place. You were faking. Being a man is addictive. Being masculine, man, that shit is addictive. I love the power and control that I have in my life. Women say, well, to be a king, you got to have a kingdom. Bitch, I got a kingdom. It may not be the biggest kingdom in the world, but bitch, I got a kingdom. I don't own the United States, but bitch, I got a kingdom. And In my life, dog, and I don't mean a physical kingdom. My life is my kingdom. Everything I build in my life, everything I place in my life, everything I work on in my life, every structure that I've maintained in my life, that's my kingdom. The only woman who can come in and enjoy the fruits of my labor is a bitch that come in, man, and show me that she a queen. Otherwise, you're over here in this box. I call this the box of bitches. All of them over here in this box over here. And to get out that box, you got to show me some different shit. Period.
Yeah, man, for sure. And listen, bro. I know I keep saying I ain't gonna be long-winded, but I can't. Man, this is church, man. When you have a church up in here, man, you gotta let it go, man. Man, the worst mistakes I ever made in my life, dog, was being under the guise of, trying to, enhance the woman's life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure she become the best version of herself. Trying to solve all her problems. Trying to fix all her problems at the detriment of my own issues. I got issues myself, but I'm worried about what she got going on. Trying to fix her shit. And you know what typically happens, just like the motherfucker that you helped when she was a CNA and you help her through school as an RN. Guess what's going to happen? Eventually, they're going to think that they're better than you. You help a CNA becomes a motherfucking doctor. Guess what? She want to mingle with doctors now. She ain't finna mingle with the truck driver to help her get there. You understand what I'm saying? The warehouse worker, like, knock it off, dog. Let's be serious, dog. Your vision, your purpose, everything about your life has to be first and foremost. And understand that once you stop, everything else stops. And that's just the truth, man. You can't live your life, trying to make, please everyone. Even the women in your life, the friends in your life, or anything, man. You have to be completely, consumed with enhancing your goddamn life, whatever that may look like.
Hey, that's real shit, G. And I say this, man, and we'll go ahead, man. We ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. We'll be in the motherfucker 3 hours in a minute. So I say this to y'all, man. When you think about building your life, you got to understand that a woman can only play one role. She has to be a contributor. There's nothing else she can be. You understand? She has to be a contributor. I don't even trust a bitch to be a distributor. She can be a contributor. And if she doesn't have anything to contribute, then you're dealing with a low-level woman. And at some point, dealing with a low-level woman will drag you down to being a low-level man. You meet a woman, you got your paper. I remember this dude, I can't remember, he got a podcast called To My Future Wife Podcast, some shit like that, My Future Wifey Podcast. Man, that nigga said, he had an episode. He was talking about, man, he don't like struggle pussy. So if a woman is if she's struggling to pay her bills and all that, she can't even give you good sex. I'm like, bruh, nigga, you can't get good sex from a woman who's struggling to pay her bills. I don't know what your level of good sex is, nigga, but bruh, I'm a grown ass man. You gotta think about, why are you as a man with his shit together dealing with a woman who need help paying her bills? That's some, bro. You think about it, man. Like, think about the concept of a woman needing help paying her bills. That is a woman who probably still need to be at home with her fucking parents. And she can't navigate the adult world, bro.
And that speaks volumes about the woman's desire for you too, man. Because a woman that truly desires you is not going to rattle the cages. You see what I'm saying? She ain't going to ask you for shit.
Right.
Because she's afraid to upset the balance of dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's another way to tell that you're simply not that dude. When she come in asking for this and anytime a woman requires something of you financially, bruh, whether it's going out on dinner dates and all this shit, and you say, well, listen, I want to go to the coffee shop, and this bitch tell you she want to go to some expensive restaurant, that proves that you're not that dude. Because I guarantee you there's a few niggas that knock that ass off and didn't take her ass nowhere. Netflix and chill. You feel what I'm saying? And that should tell you a lot right there. And this is another reason you shouldn't focus on pleasing the bitch. You should, man. You should focus on goddamn building your fucking life. That's it, man. The right women will find their way to you, man. It's just like when you in the gym working out. Just like when you out and about, man, women will put themselves, because your masculine aura, women will find themselves in your space. They will put themselves in your space. Trust me, dog. And this could be a one-off. You could be in the grocery store, dog. You could be in that bitch pushing your shopping cart around, going from aisle 7 to aisle 16. Motherfucker go be watching. This is the thing that guys don't realize, man. When you're that dude, man, motherfuckers gonna be watching. Whether it's your stories on social media, whether you out and about, women recognize a goddamn man just by the way that you walk. You understand what I'm saying? When they walk past you, she might be fine as shit, but you ain't rubbernecking. She walked past you for you to see. That's a test. Women shit test men all the time. That's the way that they gauge whatever your strength is. They walk past your ass, you don't say nothing. You looking at motherfucker, you looking at coffee, goddamn. When she walk by, you see her ass, but you ain't like, and you back looking at coffee. When she look back, goddamn, you still looking up at the aisle. You ain't looking at her ass. That motherfucker gonna try to find a way to be around you again. It could be 12 motherfuckers in the aisle that you in pushing, getting ready to check out. That motherfucker she gonna be number 13. She gonna get over there close to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the interactions that real men have. Straight up, dog.
Man, attraction confirmation is such a real fucking thing, man. Like, it's such a real thing. Now, a woman, I ain't gonna really run up on you and straight cold approach you. Sometimes they will. Sometimes a woman will just approach you and talk to you. But a woman gonna let you know, man, if she fucking like you, bro. She gonna let you know some kind of motherfucking way. And the thing is, that's when you realize you have true confidence. Let me tell y'all something. And I want y'all to understand something. Cold approaching is the weakest shit you can do. Because you just throwing shit against the wall. Like, you trying to make a woman like you with some type of line, some type of preconceived, shit that you gonna say to her. When a woman start off liking you, okay, where you go from there? Most of you motherfuckers, even when you get the woman, you don't shit. She ain't gonna fuck with you too long. You say dumb shit, you do dumb shit. You get like G was saying earlier, you get to talking red pill shit to the bitch. You know what I mean? For you know, you and that bitch arguing about red pill shit. You know what I mean? And bro, I'm telling you, if a woman likes you from the gate, your interaction with her is going to be pleasant. I don't worry about no other shit. Like, I've never seen a woman that was just so bad that I'm gonna go talk to her because she bad. Now, I just don't see it, bro. Because once you've had a bad bitch who was toxic, then you look at the bad bitch and say, okay, that don't mean she good. Now, don't get me wrong. A bad bitch who shows attraction confirmation got a whole lot more chance of me responding, even though whether I interact, with her further than that day or not. I may or I may not, but there's a better chance that I'm gonna respond. But bro, I just don't ever see no woman out there that's so fucking bad that I'll be like, because when I'm out, dog, I don't go out just to meet bitches. When I'm out, I'm on a business mission. I'm on a mission. When I'm out, I'm doing some shit. So I just when my mindset is on that, dog, a woman got to run interference. Otherwise, man, I just ain't fucking with it, And for me, I don't knock guys who cold approach women. I'm just saying, for me, it's some sucker shit for me to do. Man. You know what I'm saying? Some sucker shit for me to do.
Man, and that's what I be saying. But like, man, even day naps, dog. I mean, guys do what they do for hookups or whatever the case may be. Dog, I'll never be on the fucking market for a bitch, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, up this bitch saying how tall I am. That shit like a slave auction. How tall I am, how much I weigh, how much I earn a year, what my job title is, what career field I'm in. All this other bullshit, dog. I could never, dog. It's too many other things that I could be doing in my motherfucking life and my time to be concerned about a bitch choosing me from some fucking app. You know what I'm saying? Dog, go outside. Go outside. Do something productive for your motherfucking life, dog. I guarantee you, man. I mean, this even applies if you living in a rural area. Like this just, we live in cities. Both of us live in a city, you know what I'm saying? So your chances are increased because there are more women in cities and stuff like that. But this shit even applies to the country, dog. Like some of the dudes I know, man, like we both from rural Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Dog,
shit.
some of these backwood towns have some of the baddest bitches you'll ever meet in your life. Man, go to you niggas Google Lower Peachtree, Alabama. This is where a lot of niggas from the cities go to find wives. These some country cornbread cooking ass bitches. Fine yellow bone motherfuckers too. And them motherfuckers, they're a different breed. Even in rural areas, dog. And you know what they love more than anything? A nigga that's out there, bitch, training horses, riding four-wheelers, fishing, hunting, all this other shit. Masculine shit. The nigga that come through that bitch, man, wearing Gucci and Prada, that shit means nothing to them hoes. They don't even know what the fuck that shit look like. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Come down with a dope ass pair of cowboy boots on, though.
Man, what?
Shit.
Nigga, man, hey, boy, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Come through that bitch with a jacked up Chevy truck. Come through that bitch with a nice ass truck. Big boy truck with them boots on and see how your results change. You understand what I'm saying? That's masculine shit. Nigga, I went to the fucking rodeo with them goddamn boots on and that motherfucking cowboy hat on, and man, I was with my homeboy. He was like, man, every bitch in here looking at you, my G. I'm like, man, shit, I'm just chilling though. Even the motherfuckers he was talking to over that bitch, like he was, you know, I ain't even, I hate to go into detail, but he was hollering at one bitch. This bitch was I own a hair salon in San Antonio. Boss bitch. This bitch got her shit together. He over there bitch buying this whole drinks and shit. This bitch over here slide me a number. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. And then when I told him about it, he was like, oh man, you know, but he was in his feelings the rest of the night. Cause he was really on this bitch. Cause she was bad and had her shit together. But she was fucking with a nigga like me. Because you know what? I work out, I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he don't. So of course she gonna take the free drinks from the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But she looking at the nigga that ain't did none of that shit. That wasn't even paying her ass no attention. Cause my dog talking to her. That's the way the shit go, man.
Bro, and you know the crazy thing is, man, I tell guys all the time, bro. I say, listen, man, you ain't got to be fucking shredded like you about to go on a bodybuilding show. Just look like you got more muscles than you got motherfucking fat on your body. That's where the attraction from women starts. That's your motivation to just keep trying to get leaner and leaner and leaner, because not only every other aspect of your life is already enhanced when you take care of yourself physically. Mm-hmm. Like your work production goes up, you rest better. Because when you hit that iron, goddamn, it takes something out of you. You rest better. You're eating better because you like the result. So you're healthier. You fucking, people, man, bro, even people in business, like they prefer to deal, like something about dealing with a strong looking man in business makes them feel secure that you're going to do good business. This shit has been proving, man, that like this has been scientifically proven that people just, and then the final straw in the cap of that is bitches just like what they see. The first form of masculinity is physical. The first form of femininity is physical. Even in the womb, the boy and girl develop. When we live, we call that shit the innie and the outie. Yeah. The girl goes in, the boy comes out. That's just the way it is, bro. So it's always physical first. And since this conversation is about women, we're talking about the physical aspect of being a man. Is more. But Mike Tyson was fucking some of the baddest bitches around, and he's got a voice squeaking like damn near like a male Michelle. But the nigga was chiseled and look like a menacing motherfucker, and women are drawn to it.
And he ain't 6 foot.
Not even close.
Man,
they say that nigga 5'11". Mike Tyson ain't 5'11". He ain't about 5'9".
Man, that nigga probably about 5'8", 5'9", bro. I ran into Tyson at the airport at goddamn in Las Vegas. Ran into him at the airport, dog. I was towering over this dude. I'm 6'2". Like I was looking. You know how motherfucker short when you looking at the top of their head. You can see the back of this nigga head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rudd Jones the same way. I done ran into Rudd Jones the same way, man. They were like, Rudd Jones 5'11", 6 foot. Bullshit. They short dudes, man. But it doesn't matter, dog. If you physically imposing, women are attracted to security. So if you look like you take care of yourself, even to the on a small level, just doing push-ups, dog. If your arms kind of big, you can even have a little gut, but you got big arms. You know what I'm saying? Your legs kind of, you walk with your back straight. Women gonna be attracted to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be talking about, women, what women preferences and shit are. This is something that always kind of fucked me up, dog. Just like men say they don't want a big fat ass woman. Women say they don't want no little short ass men. But you know who I don't see on podcasts and all these places talking about relationship issues? Fat women and short men. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
Like for real. I know one nigga, dog. This nigga is like 5'5", dog. But this nigga is ripped. This nigga never stay with a bad bitch. Got the old school donk and shit, man. Focus on his money and shit, dog. He don't give a fuck about no bras, dog. And I mean, I've seen how this nigga move. And I'm like, man, the shit that people say online, a lot of guys internalize that shit. Oh, I'm too short. And that shit go to fucking with their ego. That shit go to fucking with their confidence. Like, damn, man, I ain't tall enough. I ain't making enough money. Get the fuck out of here. You making more money than most of the niggas that's on the planet. You taller than a lot of niggas that's on the planet. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. It all starts and ends with you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, man, I got a cousin, man, Rock, man. If you're in ATL, man, you trying to get ready for a show, man, fuck with it, man. Steel Mill Wellness Center. Man, motherfucker stopped growing when he was 12. Nigga still the same height he was when he was 12. But the nigga started working out when he was 13. Nigga been ripped to shreds, bro. The nigga ain't never not been ripped. Except now he did professional bodybuilding for not professional bodybuilding, but he got into bodybuilding and shit for like a year. And he did a couple of shows. So, he bucked and cut for those. But for real, man, I ain't never seen the motherfucking that lean. Man, nigga done fuck some of over the years, that nigga done fuck some of the baddest bitches you'll ever see in your life, bro.
Look, I mean, I don't want to put him out there on Front Street. He may be in the chat room somewhere. But my brother, and people that know my brother, he been around subject matter expert. Subject is 5'8". Never had a problem with dealing with women. He get more women than all of us. But the key thing is about it, he admit this shit, is that he date within his range. He never went for the bad bitch, but sometimes, every now and then, lightning hit the bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he never have a problem with, man, he'd had more than all of us. And most of us probably had more money. All of us are taller. You know what I'm saying? But that never been a problem for him. And so that's what a lot of the shit that people internalize is debunked. A lot of the shit that women say as far as their preference is debunked. Because I can tell you one thing for sure. When they reach a certain level of maturity as far as women, that's all they seek is a masculine man. A man's man.
Real talk.
And that's all that matters.
And the crazy thing is this, bro. When we look at it, man, when we talk, the whole goal is for attraction starts at the point where a woman is attractive enough to arouse you. That's where attraction starts. So many men don't even need the dime to if a woman is attractive enough where you feel like you got an attractive woman with you when you're out with her, or when she come around, man, you want to fuck on her, and she is dedicated to the process of your progress, that's where winning with women starts. The problem is motherfuckers are overlooked. We talked about this earlier, G. You said something about this before we got on. Motherfucker will overlook. Nigga meet a bitch that's just a dime in his estimation, and niggas just start pushing women out of his life that dedicate to the process of his progress. That's how you end up with a nigga that's married to a bad bitch, man, and she taking him down through there. Because he done pushed all the bitches who wanted to see him win to the side for a woman who wanted to use him to help her win. Motherfucker crazy out here, bro.
Man, what you talking about, man? Listen, bro. It's all subjective, dog. The thing is that I want guys to understand, man, and just like you, it's about you, man. When you have the confidence, dog, you have that aura about yourself, dog, that shit transcends your height, your finances, and every goddamn thing. Ain't no nigga more confident than a nigga that just got out of prison with a ripped ass body. That nigga dropped down that bitch, dropping, not only goddamn dropping this fucking woke shit on a bitch, but he dropping, he dropping that dick off. Cause he ain't got nothing but time to do that. Running game on the bitch while he locked up, my nigga. I just had a homeboy, that nigga did 18 years. Get out this bitch, and guess what he pulled? A bad bitch. You understand what I'm saying? And it had nothing. This nigga had absolutely nothing. Why? Because that nigga had the confidence of knowing what women want. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to having that aura about your goddamn self, man. Are you confident? Are you not stuff confidence, but actually being confident in yourself? Nigga, I know I did 150 push-ups a day. I know I did 200 push-ups a day. I know I'm in a physical specimen. You understand what I'm saying? I know goddamn with my mentality, I can do pretty much anything I want to do. I ain't goddamn up this bitch calling and texting your ass all day, because when you're locked up, you can't do none of that shit. But you have that aura about yourself that no, goddamn, you bitches gonna be fucking with me when I get up out this bitch. You believe in your heart of hearts that's the way that I can move. Bruh, there's no substitute for that. There's no substitute for having the ability to know that you can walk alone, dog. This is another thing that I say, man. Like, listen, bruh, guys don't have the ability to walk away and mean it. Even from a bad bitch or a friendship or even dealing with family members. Things that are not conducive to what you're trying to, to try to attain out of life. You know what I'm saying? No, you will stick with bullshit that you know ain't for you just off the sake of saying that you didn't want to fail. Listen, we're going to fail through life. You're going to have failures. I don't look at things as losses. I don't look at people as losses. The only people that I ever feel like I lost were family members that passed away. But as far as people that are still living, dog, it ain't no loss. It's a goddamn lesson. It's a fucking lesson of exactly what you don't need in your life. You understand me? Like, for real, man, people that don't fit into what you have created for what your life should be. You know? And everybody ain't going to agree with you, man. Like, and that's okay. It's okay, man. You can love people from a distance. At the end of the day, man, you are the end all be all. You are the architect of your life. You are the architect of your destiny. What are you doing to progress your fucking life, dog? Complacency is dead. Complacency is death. I remember one time, man, this shit been some years back, dog. When you said something, and that shit always stuck with me. You said anything that stops growing, it dies. Whether it's a flower, whether it's an animal, no matter what it is, if it stops growing, it dies. Where is your growth? What can stunt your growth more than anything? Your emotional investments. Your investments into things that are not fruitful into what you're trying to build. That shit will kill your fucking dreams, man. People will kill your dreams if you allow them to do that, man. So you have to compartmentalize everyone's position in your goddamn life in order to reach the next level, dog. And that's something that I've learned over the past few years, man. Yes, I'm growing older, but I mean, just having the ability to learn, putting your ego to the side and having the ability to learn even something from somebody that may be younger than you. Something that they may have more knowledge and experience in than you have. Being adaptable.
Real shit, bro. Just being a student. Being a student, not to cut you off, G, but just being a student, man, because as much as you learn and you become a teacher, you can't forget that you became a teacher because you learned. Mm-hmm. And so learning is the key to teaching. And bro, these guys, man, they sit around, man, and they don't understand, man, that your time here is limited. Don't believe you got fucking forever to do what you want to do. And get focused. Get on your shit. Think about retiring young and making your money work for you in your fucking 50s, man. Think about that. Like, bro, stop wasting time on shit that's not conducive to your growth, to the position you want to be in. Everything in my life has to be conducive to what I want to be. to where I want to be, to where I want to go, to where I want to build, to where I want to have. Anything that doesn't is a waste of time. It's a complete and total waste of time. Even down to diet. Bro, I want to be in the best shape of my life. I just want to be in the best shape of my life. I want a woman to meet me and be like, God damn.
Well,
I want a woman in her 20s to meet me and don't give a fuck what my age is.
man,
She just want to be with a nigga.
you know,
And bro, it takes me being dedicated to not eating certain shit. Certain shit I never eat. Certain shit I never do. Certain shit I never drink. Certain places I never go. I'm just not going. And if you can't have discipline in the small areas of your life, boy, a woman with ulterior motive will come into your life and fucking destroy you.
man. Listen, but me and you talked about this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty much in the best shape of my life. Even when I was ripped, you know, that shit was in my early 20s. You understand what I'm saying? At my age right now, I know that I'm in the best shape of my life. That's because of the discipline that I have when it comes to eating certain shit or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, dog, that's something that I want for myself. It's nothing to attract other women. It's not to attract women or anything like that. It's something that I want to do for myself. Now, I seen Cadillac Reese when he was talking about the definition of bad. And we're going to touch on this and we're going to get up out of here. Because it was a perfect question for us to get up out of this bitch on. Okay? When a nigga talk about a bad bitch, dog, you rarely ever hear me talking about the visual of a bad bitch. Like, I don't even care. You know, I of course, man, we all enjoy some eye candy. But the typical quote unquote bad bitch comes with a lot of problems. The bitch may have a bad credit score. She may have a bunch of bad experiences with men, a bunch of bad trauma, a bunch of goddamn badass kids from a previous relationship. All these fucking things. You understand what I'm saying? When I say a bad bitch, this bitch is visually feminine. She's feminine and she doesn't have the issue with dealing with a real man. The thing is about most of these bad bitches, even when they run into a real nigga, they don't know how to. It's almost intimidating to them. So what is their default setting? They become renegade. You understand what I'm saying? They become disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Many of these women have daddy issues, man. So what the niggas perceive as a bad bitch, in their eyes, ain't a bad bitch to me. A bitch could be goddamn 6, and she a bad bitch. Cause guess what? This bitch working out. She working on herself. She adherent to the things that the game that I put on her, and she contributes to what book called the process of my progress. That's a bad bitch to me. Not some Maybelline made up Ronald McDonald fucking clown ass bullshit that you see on social media. That's nothing to me. I don't care. If anything, that's a motherfucker I try to keep away from me. Because what most niggas call a bad bitch comes with a lot of bad problems. And I'm gonna let you take it out, book.
Man, you know what? A woman can't be bad if she got on a wig, if she wearing weave. That looks unnatural now. Let me rephrase that. If she wearing hair that doesn't look like it could grow out of her fucking head, she can't be bad. You know, if a woman has on enough makeup to change the contour of her face, if she doesn't look the same way when she got that shit on as she does with it off, she can't be bad. If a woman is not dedicated to her own health, its wealth mindset, she can't be bad. If a woman doesn't understand that her role in a man's life is to be a helpmeet, she can't be bad. The same way me as a man, I can't be whatever kind of man we want to call it. I can't be a real man. I can't be an alpha man if I don't have certain areas of my life in place. Matter of fact, all areas of my life in place and going in the direction that I need to go in. So nothing about a woman physically can determine her as bad. She can be a physically attractive woman. See, I think as men, we got to stop using these one-off, like slow class, short bus ass terms to define a woman. So you say she a bad chick, man. Shit, man, she a bad bitch. Well, that's what she call herself. Anytime you hear a woman say she a bad bitch, she talking about herself physically. Anytime you hear a woman say she a boss bitch, she talking about herself financially. None of that shit matters. What we're talking about is a feminine woman. So there's a chick that's so feminine and submissive, but on the scale of numbers, which I hate using, you might give her a 7. Well, a 7 that's submissive and give you shut up and obedience, that bitch a dime. A dime that don't give you nothing but hell, that bitch a 6. So when we talk about bad, let's look at what bad even means. Bad don't fucking mean good. Bad is the opposite of good. So how we gonna look at a bitch and say bad is anything positive? Bro, you got to think about the terms that we're using and ask ourselves, what does a bad chick really mean? Is there even a such thing as a bad bitch? I don't think so.
A bad credit.
Your bad credit score, right?
A bad credit score. A whole bunch of bad decisions when it comes to dealing with niggas and all this other bullshit. The party turn up girl. I'm gonna tell you something. If you want to look for a bad bitch, they always out turning up partying and shit. The bitch can't never sit her motherfucking ass down. You understand what I'm saying? This is the shit that you entertaining. And you niggas up here, man, and we talked about it before, man. But goddamn, I say every time we get to a point, man, we we keep going. But like, I know this bitches like these hoes that I know on Instagram, man. These hoes have 30,000 people following them, 50,000 people following them. And I see niggas from YouTube that be following the bitch. These hoes don't even follow them back. And so these niggas heart and love everything that these hoes be putting up, but they don't know that this hoe out here selling pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't even hide the shit. This bitch fuck with several different niggas, but these niggas be up here loving this hoe. They inflate this whole ego, you know what I'm saying? And they look at you niggas as nothing. You know what I'm saying? They look down on you niggas. You may be doing everything right, but you will throw all the things that you're doing right away for a bitch that's doing wrong because you niggas throw on your cape. And that will forever be a problem because for every one real nigga, there is 1,000 simps. And the issue that we have today is online. A lot of these simp ass niggas find this type of information and feel like they can apply it to their life without putting in the work. And they start to influence other men, other generations of the young brothers that's coming up. That is a huge problem, dog. Niggas that have no life experiences with dealing with no women on a real level of desire, well, a woman really desires you. They up this bitch throwing out the art, carefully articulating dysfunction. They simps and they weak. They tell you that it's a problem because you're not where you need to be in life because, you ain't applying the game to these bitches. Man, fuck a bitch, dog. How about learning how to work on something for yourself? How about learning how to elevate your life? Not just the gym, because that's everybody go-to thing. And yes, we encourage making yourself physically imposing. Absolutely. But as far as acquiring knowledge, learning how to fix your own problems, being good with your goddamn hands, not throwing money at every fucking issue, dog. How about making your house a sanctuary for peace? How about making your house a sanctuary so when a bitch walk up in that bitch, be like, damn, this nigga on this shit. He take care of something. He care about something more than just the cliche shit of fucking these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, women recognize that shit, dog, that women are physically and to a certain point mentally inferior to a lot of men because they're driven by emotions. But if you can show a woman something, you can teach a woman something, give her some game on something that's going to goddamn, like, man, give them something that they never thought about before. Dog, that is the glue. That's the game. Most
Hey,
women
man,
appreciate that.
man, that's super real, bro. That's super real, man. You know what I'm saying? Our greatest tool as men is wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. That's our
Mm.
greatest tool. Our greatest tool as men is that wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and our greatest gift as men is being able to use that as a tool or a weapon as long as we don't attach our emotions to it. Logic, wisdom, understanding, knowledge can't be defeated. A woman can't comprehend it. She can't do anything with it but submit to it. Problem is, too many men mix their emotions in with that good shit. It's like, it's like, preparing this wonderful meal, and then I realized I can't eat the shit because you done use some fucking bacon grease in that motherfucker. Now I can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hungry as hell too. It smell good as hell, but I can't eat it now. So now ain't nothing else for me. It's the same principle, man. You have to understand as a man that all you is real simple, man. Just live the life you want to live. Just do live. Figure out the. I think Top Cass said this earlier, man. Let me find this, man, before we get out of here. I meant to pull it up, man. I can't remember. That
Man,
motherfucker about
man, Top my dog, man. Top is a dog out here, man, for sure.
yeah. Let me see, man. I got to catch this, man. He said something. It was so simple, man, but it was exactly what men need to know. I can't find it, but the gist of it was just figure out the life you want to live. Start there.
Yeah,
Figure
man.
out the life you want to live and start there because it takes planning. It takes purposeful planning and it takes a dedication to following the steps to get there. And as you follow those steps, you start to value it so much that you just won't risk it. And that's the key to success.
Mhm.
Focusing on something, building something that you love so much that you're so attached to that you were created to do, that you feel it in your spirit to where you just won't compromise it. That's how you never fall off dealing with a bitch.
There you
Period.
go. Well, book, man, it's been real, bruh. And you know what I'm saying? And listen, you know how this shit lit, dog? Cause we said we was gonna leave up out this bitch damn near an hour ago, and people still in this bitch. More people coming in, dog. You know what I'm saying? The message is necessary, dog. I won't say a necessary evil, but we are exactly what the new phase of what solution-based content and what men should strive to be. We are the example, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk, Chief. That's fucking real talk, man. So, man,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we got a couple of super chats, man. I want to get before we get out of here, man. We might have three. Let me see, man. A couple of super chats to get at. Hey, for the brothers coming here, man. Don't get the shit read. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
man. Willie Coleman, appreciate the dime. The greatest downfall of a man is attaching himself to the wrong woman. Real shit. It always ends the same way. Green Ranger 89, appreciate the 5 bones. I'm 5'7" and stocky, big arms and legs. Never had trouble with women. Church.
Mm.
Harry, appreciate the I don't know what the currency that is, man. I think it ended up being like $1 though. Deadly combination, OG, Doc BOA, and GMB. Hunters of blessings. Real G's, and he gets sent another one for I think that's $1. Real G's up, Deadly Combo, OG, same thing. All right, brother. Appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Appreciate y'all staying in this motherfucker this long too, boy. Me and G don't run them this long,
Oh
bro.
yeah, for
Shit,
sure.
we be the got out this motherfucker, man. But hey, when it's flowing like this, man, we can't do nothing but keep going, man. So hey,
Oh
look,
yeah.
G, man, look, boy. Hey, man, we gotta make sure, man, it ain't as long next time, man. Man, let's get back in here, man, sometime in the near future, man. We got New Year coming up. So maybe, when you touch back down, man, we can start off the New Year, man, and give them something to go into the New Year with.
Hey, can we before you go, man, can you goddamn promote your movie, man? Put your
Oh
movie
yeah,
out there, bitch, dog.
listen, man, my goddamn producer, man, he filming some shit tonight. Couldn't even send me my goddamn thing. Listen, man, the horror movie, man, it's called Rerouting. It's on Tubi, man, today. Let me see, man, Rerouting. Y'all know I spell that shit, but I'm gonna put it in the chat. I don't know if there's a hyphen in it or not, man, but that's the name of it, man. It's on Tubi, man, today. And man, y'all check it out, man. Check it out, man. I mean, it's my first true acting role, man. I didn't really have I came on, the movie was already like 85% done. So, they wrote up something for me right quick, man. So it's a fairly lengthy scene. It's all right, but it's I'm not a star in the movie or anything like that, but I'm in the motherfucker, and I got a decent role. So y'all check it out, man. It's a well put together movie, man. I think the fucking gore is graphic as shit. It's got a good storyline, good plot, and it doesn't look like some independent movie shit. So y'all check it out, man. Rerouting on Tubi right now. Appreciate you for reminding me of that, G. Hey, brother, it's always a blast, man. Shit, bro. Hey, let me know when you're back in, man, and man, we'll chop it up, man, by getting here with these boys again, man.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure, man. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Listen. Theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are the initiated. We are men first. Y'all fellas have a good night. Peace.